Hello, everyone. Welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. I'm your DM, Vecna, the Archlich, Master of the Spider Throne, author of the Book of Vile Darkness, sponsor of those seeking power beyond their wildest dreams. But we're in quarantine. So for now, I'm just your DM for the evening. Victoria. Oh no, I dropped a jelly bean. Well, would you like to do announcements, please?
I certainly would. As your acolyte, Lord Vecna, I shall share with these peasants the secrets to eternal life and undeath. The main one being Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian-based dice company that has all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on their awesome products. And don't forget to use our new coupon code PROBONUS, PROBONUS, when you head over to littledragoncorp.com, and you will get 10% off of your order. As usual, a big thanks to Twitch, OBS Streamlabs, Many Sided Dice, and Team MZ. Thanks to their support that we're able to stream. And don't forget to check out our other games. Someone can put the schedule into the Twitch chat. That would be Liddy. We have games every day of the week. Some days we have multiple games. We have homebrew games. We have games for published modules. We have games that aren't even in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. So you should check us out. We got a lot of content, and we'll probably have something that is to your liking. And also, we just want to give a shout out to Adrian Von Ziegler for some of the music that we are now using. You should check out his YouTube and his Patreon. He's a very talented composer who has a ton of really awesome music for like all different fantasy and sci-fi kind of themes. Definitely worth checking him out. Support him on Patreon if you can. Again, his name is Adrian Von Ziegler. Christy, Mystic Hour.
So, we're getting close to the end for Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I'm going to do some side quests tonight after game, and I think we might finish the game tomorrow? I have a lot of feels. I've cried a lot, both on stream and off stream, and it's usually Marlene that makes me cry. But yes, that's the plan. Final Fantasy VII! As the garbage peoples come to collect our recycling.
Okay. Any other words as we begin? From any of you?
Okay. Check out the awesome artists that do the art for our intermission. You'll see their tags, Twitter tags at intermission, so go check them out. They're awesome like that.
Yeah.
I have one more thing.
Go for it.
Ass cheeks.
Okay. Eloquently put. Thank you so much, Victoria. Okay. So that is all for our beginning words. If anybody would like to jump in with a recap or some inspiration.
me jumping. I'm in the chair.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's actually a pretty easy one to sum up this time. We went out because we were gonna try and find this Nimblewright, and no.
Well, we sent the paper bird first.
You sent the paper bird. Okay, yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't want to talk because that one didn't. Okay, we had a really cool idea to send out a paper bird to see if we could find Yala. And it was going to Yala. We started following because we were going to find Yala, and then we realized Yala ain't in the city, y'all. She probably has like totally gone off to like Neverwinter or something. And since this is not called Neverwinter Dragon Heist, we decided to let her go. But that is a tale for other
That's actually very fair. That's fair. That's fair,
her.
Ink. Thank you.
You can leave the city. You're not trapped in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
What?
Priorities.
I don't know any. Sir's never been on the road.
That he knows of.
Ew. No, so we decided to double down on our efforts to find the Nimblewright instead. With plans to send more capable people to go possibly arrest her in another city, because we don't have that authority anyway. Nova did get a read on the Nimblewright and basically came back and told Sir and Talus, and Sir was like, we're going in the sewers, because Sir for some reason has this obsession with going in the sewers, and once again he didn't need to go in the sewers. He keeps going in the sewers and it doesn't mean anything. I'm sorry,
I feel like I gave you false hope.
Yeah, there was a little bit of false hope, but also it was like, I don't know, it went to a building and then like the road doesn't go that way, and Sir was like, they're sewers, even though alleyways exist. So whatever. But we didn't give up hope. We ended up spreading out a little bit, and we found the Nimblewright, or Nova found the Nimblewright. I'll give her the credit. Just chilling in a dumpster. Mood. And called the others over, and we went to kind of go touch it, and it attacked Talus, and we went into combat. Sir disarmed it and was like, hey, we were sent here by Yala. Don't be stupid. And so it stopped fighting, and then we had a really awkward time where we were basically like, do you have the stone? And it's like, no. It's like, where'd you put the stone? And it's like, where I was told to put the stone. We're like, where are you told to put the stone? Just tell us. And it's like, you're not part of the plan. And basically, we were trying to empathize with something, not realizing that a robot is a robot. So basically, Sir walked Talus away 20 feet, had her turn into Yala, had her walk back over and say, tell them where you put the stone, give them the map. And it went, okay, yeah, I put it at the Castle Lantern tomb in the City of the Dead. And we went, the Castle Lanterns! And then we... the Castle Lanterns, and then we ended right there.
And then it said that Vale, Arn, and Sophia were like going to pick it up or something, right?
We have no idea who those people are, but yes, it did say that.
Also, Talus was giving questionable advice to a little girl, which was really awesome. It was really cute.
Talus did get pickpocketed by a girl, and then was like, yo, that was great. Did you get anything? And then gave her like some money and stuff, and she was like, so like, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. House was like, no, like totally pickpocket people. It's super cool.
And I gave her a handkerchief from the Castle Lantern to put at the Jade Dancers, so that people would think he's going to see nudie people.
I need to show you this image that I already had in my phone for whatever reason. It was already there a long time ago.
So it's really funny because now they may be involved, and yet we've already planted the seed to A, be their friend, and B, mess up their marriage. Waterdeep. And for anyone who didn't see, it was the Beyonce. It was the Beyonce, but yeah, it's Castle Lantern.
Yeah, it's something that I created months ago for an entirely unrelated reason.
entirely unrelated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then we pick up, I believe, in that alleyway, holding a map.
The Castellanters!
Yeah, that has basically an X marks the spot in the City of the Dead with the name Castellanter written on it, circled a particular mausoleum. Oh, missed in the recap also was Talus getting a letter asking to meet in the City of the Dead the following day.
Gosh,
All right.
Forgot about that.
Okay, we all forgot. I don't feel bad. We all forgot.
I'm so popular.
I remembered like 2 hours ago, and then I forgot.
Fala was happy that I helped with their protest, and Rishal is getting the new paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. You got a
lot
much
done.
stuff done this morning.
Mhm.
This was all like this morning.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah, it's only like 4 p.m.
God.
I think we're booking
Okay.
it to the City of the Dead. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as because I sent the nimble right off to go report to Sister Sumac, poison Sumac at the Temple of Wonders. Sumali, yep. I told it to go there. And yeah, are we going to the City of the Dead?
I mean, I was thinking about doing some light shopping, maybe, getting some. Yes, we're gonna go to the City of the Dead. We gotta stop this.
Jeez, all right.
I do want to do some light shopping, but later.
Do we dray to the City of the Dead because it's probably faster?
Yes.
Oh, here's a question. With all of the time that we've gone and had little picnics and hung out in the City of the Dead, have we ever seen the Castellanter's tomb?
Yeah, it's pretty ornate.
So we know where it is.
Yeah, I mean, you also have a map to it.
We have a map that
So
says
there's that.
it's this one.
Okay,
X marks the
we
spot.
dray to the City of the Dead.
Okay.
Copper.
Copper.
Copper for each of you, yes, please.
Every time we get in the J. Copper.
I don't know if you guys remember before, as I was talking about you guys moving through the city, there is quite a bit of activity from businesses, especially restaurants.
Yep.
Right, for the harvest.
Excuse me. Yes.
We
food.
discussed opening for the specific holiday harvest. Because you said we had 2 days.
We said
before?
we're gonna reach out to. We wanted to reach out to the staff and see if they wanted to come back and work for that, and then we were gonna have a small thing but close early, and then bring a bunch of food to the field ward. But now I don't fucking know what we're gonna do.
And you said it's 2 days, yeah, Shell? Did I catch that?
2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So as you're moving through the city on your dray, looking out the windows, taking in the sights of the City of Splendors, you are smelling both the food, spiced meats, roasting veggies, things like that are being prepared ahead of time. A lot of bread, that yeasty smell of bread being baked, pastries, cookies, cakes, things, all of that kind of wafting through these windows as you're moving through the city as the feast for high harvest tide is being prepared. But you can make your way easily enough from the North Ward, where you found the Nimble Right, southward to the City of the Dead, which sits sort of in the middle of the city, but to the eastern side. It is early evening, so it's still open. So at this point in the year, you guys are sitting in Eliant, which is a month of the year that is basically right before what's called leaf fall. That's kind of what Marpanoth is, which is the next month. So you're still looking at warmer temperatures, so there's still people outside. The City of the Dead is very frequently used, not just for mourning and not just for grieving. It is a place in the city that is clearly a graveyard, though not in the traditional sense. There are a lot of mausoleums, some of which are pulling a TARDIS situation where they're a little bit bigger on the inside maybe than they look on the outside. Waterdeep doesn't bury their dead in the same way that you may think people tend to do for a few reasons. It's a big city. There's a lot of people. It also helps protect from people being raised. So they will keep people like that so that they don't have to worry about necromancers or anybody, and making sure the dead stay buried. But because of the situation, it's one of the only areas in the city that's also very green and has a lot of plant life. It's basically a park. So there's a lot of people here who are going about their day. It is a picnic place. It's a place where people go for walks. It's a place where people go for strolls. So you guys are not the only ones here when you arrive. There are guards that are outside the gates. In the city, in the City of the Dead, there are gates like to the north, and there's like on the west, and then there's a gate to the south. You're brought to the northern gate since it's the closest from where you were.
We start heading for the Castellanter tomb, wherever it is on the map.
Okay. The map kind of leads you to an area center to the City of the Dead. That is an area where there's a lot of there's the fountain that we kind of talked about before, where you see the different monstrous creatures that are being attacked. The Griffin Rider that's above, with the fountain water spewing from the wounds of the monstrous creatures that are being killed in this statue-esque depiction. There's a lot of garden here. There's a lot of foliage. There's a lot of flowers. There's a lot of trees. There's a lot of seating areas. It's one of the prettier parts of the park. So very frequently, higher standing nobility will have their mausoleums in this area. So it is pretty populated. It's not like teeming like shoulder to shoulder, but there are definitely people here.
Is anyone following us that looks like they might be named Veil, Arn, and Sevilla?
I'm not sure what you would think people would look like with that name, but you can go ahead and roll a perception check if you would like for me.
What if we're them? Because we're 3 people.
Oh no, we were the villains
the whole time.
We're Manchun.
Oh no!
This time thinking it was Chunk, and really it was us.
No. Do we see Chunk?
12.
It does not appear that you're being followed.
Shit, we're definitely being followed.
I can't give you a determination for sure one way or the other, man. I'm never gonna tell you for sure.
It doesn't look trapped. It's definitely trapped. Or it's not.
Trapped.
It's DM language. It seems, doesn't appear. You're pretty confident that you're not being followed.
Oh, it's so good.
All right.
Yeah, he's just marching away.
What are we gonna do if these people show up that are trying to take it?
He's still marching. He's like, I have no idea. I don't really know what I'm doing now, but I'm just going.
You're the one.
What if we're too late?
You're
What if
the
we're
one
too
that
early?
wanted to stop them out of spite, right? So let's just stop them out of spite.
Listen, I'm like a little bit jacked up right now.
Oh.
Like, I feel like I'm like a bit of a black eye from getting like punched or stabbed or whatever by that. I'm on a scale of 0 to 24. I'm like an 11 right now.
You're that. Oh my. Okay, Nova would have done something sooner. She would have saw that.
No, don't I have a healing? Maybe.
On a scale of 0 to 24.
I'm
Like an 11, maybe.
That's the kind of thing I would make you roll a medicine check for. No. No. I do not accept this scale.
How fucked up does she look, though, Chell?
Roll me a medicine check.
Thank you!
I've been stabbed!
You were stabbed like twice.
23! I'm a cleric!
On a scale of 1 to 24, she's at an 11.
Don't worry about it. Save your magic to use on this people that are gonna try to take the step. It's not a problem until I'm at 0 out of 24.
God damn it. I didn't know you were that fucked up.
Does anyone have like a healing potion?
Don't you?
No. I bought them for you guys.
Yeah, I got
I'll give you mine.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna take that.
Listen, I got the ability that says hit me more.
I have two,
and I get
so
more
yeah.
HP.
Apparently, I have two, so
Because we found some and I bought you guys some.
yeah. So I will give you one of mine.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2?
I believe so.
Yep.
Okay, I get 5 back. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
So you're telling me you look like those women that jog on the like bike path with their like, but you're just. Oh, I'm making my way there.
Making
my way downtown.
Okay.
The cost of blood.
Okay.
All right, I feel a lot better now. Where on the map is there like? Is it like up in the sea of the word Castellanter? There's like a little X there. Is it like in the nook, or is it just like a big circle around the whole friggin' tomb?
It's a circle. I mean, it's not a big circle. Your map isn't that large. It's like a little circle around the tomb, and then on the top corner of the map is written Castellanter. But I mean, the map is pretty straightforward enough. As you guys are walking through, like I said, you're seeing some people. It's approaching dusk, and there's this phenomena that nobody has really been able to explain. Nobody in recent memory knows who enchanted them, but around dusk or a little bit before dusk, there are hundreds of drift globes that come from throughout the city and just kind of float into the city of the dead to light it up at night. And then in the morning, they all go back into the city and lay dormant until the night comes along and they fly back in. So that is something that you guys are witnessing right now, is glowing orbs flying through the sky to light up the city of the dead as dusk and night to fall approaches.
Wow.
Sir, the ghosts have finally caught up to us. If you didn't know, this is what it looks like when you get surrounded by ghosts. They're coming for us. We better hurry. I rolled a natural 17 on my
I know that you. I rolled a 2. I know that you lie. But you can see that the hair on the back of his neck is sticking up. But I know that you lie a lot.
I would never lie.
Yes, you would.
Absolutely not.
This is not the time. Say psych right now.
Say psych right now.
I mean, that would be lying, and I don't lie.
He starts walking harder.
Walking harder?
Harder. Faster.
Stomping harder.
Just stomping.
He's walking harder.
Okay. So making your way down the path, you eventually get to the center of the city of the dead from the north gate that you guys came into where you were dropped off. There are quite a few mausoleums around, but it's easy enough to find the one that is the Castellanter's mausoleum. It is not directly near the fountain. It's in this kind of probably about a 100 to 150 foot like circle area where like most of the nobility, or at least the higher ranking, so you could call it nobility, is in the city of the dead, and they're kind of off in the outskirts a little bit away from more prying eyes. I have a hiccup that's like sitting in my chest, so I apologize if that erupts at any moment in time here. My hiccups are a little weird. But it's very easy to find, not only because you have a map, but because as you approach this mausoleum, in a very like loopy script above the door is engraved the name Castellanter.
All right. Do we go in, or are we like, should we case the place first?
Well, we can't just go in. They're all sealed normally.
Nova, what do the cards say? Should we try and break in?
Guess we'll find out. Someone roll me a percentile. I will pull this card.
While she pulls the card.
Oh, there it is.
40
Good job. 41?
While she pulls a card, Sir is actually going to look around the perimeter of the.
I will
of the mausoleum
assist.
To see if there's to see if there's like loose earth, as if something maybe is like the ground has been dug up and they just like buried it nearby or something.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. I will say you can each roll one, or you can roll one at advantage.
I will
sir.
help. I will take the help action, so he can have advantage.
Okay, so the first one was a 5, the second one was a 17.
Pick a card between 1 and 5, somebody.
3.
Alright, that was fast. Okay.
Okay. So walking the perimeter around the mausoleum, it's surrounded by a lot of trees, and it is extremely well maintained. So this is something that you're not.
Oh, everybody froze.
Oh no!
Oh no, just Shell froze.
Oh no!
It's that time of night. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. It's very well maintained.
Very well maintained, and you're not sure if that's because of somebody who works for the city who's coming and maintaining the grounds, or if that's somebody that they've hired specifically to come out and maintain it. But the building itself is pristine. It's very clean. There's no chips or anything broken out of the stone. It's a very well maintained building. There's a lot of trees surrounding it, so it kind of sticks out from a few of the other mausoleums because there's a lot of trees. There's like shrubbery and flowers kind of planted around, kind of in a garden that's surrounding it. It's very well taken care of, and it's actually very nice and pretty and kind of serene.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
But you're not seeing any loose earth. You're not seeing any footprints.
Wow,
you're not
I'm blind.
seeing
Okay.
anything
Like
of that
none-
nature.
yeah, like none of the
not
flowers look
unusual.
Right. Like they
Yeah,
replaced the
yeah,
flowers. And
Yeah. Not unusual footprints. Like there's footprints on the pathway. People walk by here a lot, pretty frequently, because it's not just like in the middle of the grass. It's like there's like dirt pathways or like paved pathways and things like that. There's disturbances on those pathways because it's a park. People walk. But there's nothing that's striking you as unusual.
Yeah, no like holes and no holes in the trees. Like
No.
yeah. Okay.
No.
Can I send Bramble to like fly up and just check like the parts of the building that we might not be able to easily see? So I
Yeah,
can do
sure.
like a flyover.
Why don't you roll an investigation check for him as well?
Okay.
Yeah, I can't help him unless I climb up there, so he's on his own.
I mean,
Not
if you
bad.
wanted to.
No, I'm not gonna climb. I'm not gonna
16.
climb on a noble mausoleum.
With his 16, there's nothing on the roof that's striking him as unusual either. It's a stone building. It doesn't have any like shingles that are disturbed or any.
Ah. Oh no, everybody froze for me now. No shingles disturbed. Keep that in mind when they come back. Ah!
My speed has been freezing this entire time.
It's
Everyone
We're
froze that
having
time.
Twitch itself was totally frozen there for a second.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
But nothing out of
But-
the ordinary on the roof.
No, and it doesn't appear that there's even a way for them to enter or get anywhere inside from the roof either. There's not like a chimney or anything like that. It's literally a stone square building. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't think it's around or on top of building.
Nova, what does the card say?
I pulled the reverse 5 of wands, so it was upside down. It was like this. 5 of wands. It usually represents inner conflict, conflict avoidance, tension release. So it's something that we're probably conflicted on, that we have to make the choice ourselves and feel at peace with those choices.
We gotta break in.
We gotta break in.
We gotta break in.
I'm actually thinking along your lines now. I think it could be inside.
I mean, listen, I'm basically a pro with thieves' tools now. Should I try to flip them in my hands? They probably all fall.
I don't
We're
know
working
if
on that.
I don't know if it's that kind of luck.
Oh. Well?
Might be
Should
more
we-
of like a...
Check it out?
Sure, yeah.
As a note that there is no right answer. Someone will disagree with the path you choose, so find the option that sits best with you.
We're gonna piss someone off either way.
Yep.
All right, listen. Someone keep an eye out. Make sure the coast is clear. And we'll check out the door.
Okay. So those of you keeping watch, why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check? And actually, can you also explain to me how you're doing so?
How we're keeping watch?
Yeah.
Sir, I mean, he's not good at perception, but he'll look like he's fixing the flowers, so he's gonna be re-patting the dirt and just sort of like smoothing it out. He's gonna look like he's like making everything look nice, and then every now and then go.
Okay.
Yeah, a 10. That's kind of what I thought.
I was just gonna sit on the grass with my cards.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure, like I said, you're not alone. So I just wanted to know exactly what you were doing.
17 perception, 11 plus 6.
Okay, good to know. Go ahead, Vic.
Is it investigation to check out the door?
No, I'm not even gonna really make you roll. You're just walking up to a door, unless you're like looking for traps or anything like that.
I'm not looking for I'm
Okay.
still practicing. I feel like I'm not that good yet.
That's fair. Do whatever you want to do. Then no, I'm not gonna make you roll. You're just walking up to a door and glancing at it. It is a key hole
Uh-huh.
that you are looking at. It's a stone door, but it's a keyhole, and then there's like a metal like knob that's like circular, or like a ring. I mean, that's like the knob to pull the door open. But it is a keyhole. It can be picked if you would like to.
Okay. Let me check a spell
get a key?
really quick. So I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Which it says that it only breaks it if I attack or cast a spell, so using
Yeah.
Thieves' Tools shouldn't break it.
Nope.
So I'm going to make myself invisible, and I'm going to take out my Thieves' Tools and try to pick this fucking lock.
And remind me, you do not have proficiency in these currently, right? You're learning.
I'm still practicing.
So you can add your dexterity, but do not add your proficiency bonus, please.
I'm scared of my
Aw.
dice.
Do not
Add your proficiency bonus.
Do not. Oh no, can I have the inspiration?
Yeah.
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 I feel like this is a good use for it because we need to get in here.
I mean, I still have my
Natural
like
20,
one.
I'm not even, I literally rolled a 3 and a 20. I'm not even fucking kidding. I literally, like,
That's what
I'm
inspiration is for.
literally.
I still have
And a
my
3.
little extra one from singing a song that is like my emergency one.
Whoa, okay, so plus my dex is gonna make that a 23.
Okay.
It's probably trapped just balls. Bye guys! Bye!
You blow up.
My head's gonna explode.
Like no one's ever tried to do this.
So you've been shown how to use your lockpicks 2 at a time to try to find the different the word is escaping me at the moment. But the different
pins?
parts.
Oh. Ah! Ass cheeks, ass cheeks, ass
Ass
cheeks.
cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Ass
Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks, ass cheeks. Ass cheeks, ass
Yo, I was just talking, and you all were just started. I didn't realize I'd frozen yet, and you all just started chanting, and I was like,
was that I've been shown. Yeah, that's our ass cheeks is our like call to know if it's frozen or not. And so you said I'm using the 2. I've been shown how to use the 2 lockpicks to find, like, is it like the pins?
yeah, the different pins of the lock. It's very.
Oh,
Ass cheeks! Oh no!
Ass cheeks!
We need to go. We're on US East. We need to go to like Central.
I'm switching it. Wait, I'm gonna wait for Chell to get back in, and then I'm gonna switch to Central. I'm switching us to Central. Okay, we're on Central.
Okay.
I love that the stream just hears us chanting ass
So,
cheeks.
I couldn't hear you that time, but I saw you guys flailing around on my browser where I have it open over here. Because I've got my two screens. Okay. It's very clear to you that this is a very intricate lock, and it is a very well-made lock. To the point where it's taking you a lot longer than you may hope to get this unlocked. But you do eventually, one by one, feel the pins pop into place as you are picking through this lock mechanism. And so you hear a click as the lock unlocks.
Oh no.
Guys, I did it! I unlocked it! That was really hard! You can't see me, but... Oh yeah, I'm invisible. Hi.
How did you do that?
I pick up a pebble and I toss it at Sir's head.
Born a guy.
Come on, let's go in. Come on. Act natural.
We're not invisible.
Do you want me to go in?
Hang on.
All right.
Hang on. Let's see what I got. What do I got?
I mean, they can't arrest us for a tomb opening near us, right?
I'm gonna give... Yeah, I'll give Ace guidance. I'll just tap him.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Ass cheeks?
Ass cheeks.
Yes. Am I
You're
going
giving him what?
Guidance.
Guidance.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not the leader, but I'm saying let's just
Go.
Let's just do it. Forgiveness better than permission.
All right, I'm going in. If you're coming in, then I'll be in here. And I go in.
Okay. So going inside. I mean, it's a mausoleum, man. Directly ahead of you inside, this building is not very large. It is 5, 10, 15, 20, about 30 feet by 30 feet. And it's all one room. In the upper left and upper right corners of the room, there are kind of dioceses where there's like steps going up on a platform on which you see stone like coffins. I don't want to call them sarcophagi, but like stone coffins. And then immediately to your left and right, kind of when you come in, there's two more. And then directly downstairs in front of you, directly in front of you, I mean, there are stairs going down. In the middle of the floor, the initials a big C, family emblem that is a big C of the initial of the last name of the family is on the floor. The stone is marble completely, and the stone coffins are also marble. And there's dust kind of covering most of these.
Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks.
Please.
Ass cheeks.
There's dust.
It wouldn't be proficiency bonus if we didn't have something going on. Yeah, it's covered in dust, which kind of tells you that there maybe people don't enter it too often. The floor, all of the floor, the walls, the coffins are made of a marble, like a gray marble. But that's kind of what you're looking at. If there is anything you'd like to do while you're here.
Is anyone coming in after me?
I'm not gonna let you do this alone. I'll try to sneak my way in.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
I'm just gonna use
I rolled a
that
17
guidance.
stealth to follow.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that guidance. Sure. 11.
Okay.
Oh.
Good to know.
Yeah.
But that is what you see when you enter.
Actually, my armor I think gives me disadvantage. 11.
Do I see if there's like dust? Are there any disturbances in the dust ahead of me or around me?
Good question. Yes. There are footprints in the dust ahead of you, kind of crisscrossing around. The door, where the door has opened, there's kind of a quarter moon, or like a quarter of a circle, where the dust has been disturbed by the door. That could have been from you. It could have been from someone else. You're not sure, but
Yeah.
you do see footprints in the dust, kind of crisscrossing around the room, and then also going down the stairs.
I want to do my best to follow them. Like, I want to try to step in them, and if they seem to go close to like anything like on the wall, I want to like check out. Like, if it seems like if they just made a beeline, then I'll just go down. But if they like stopped over by like a sarcophagus or a coffin or whatever, then I want to go check that out.
There are footprints by each of the coffins. It is kind of like somebody like fresh snow just kind of ran because they wanted to disturb it all. There's like they crisscross over each other all over the room and then also get on the stairs.
I'm gonna wait for my friends.
They're coming right behind you.
I cast Detect Magic.
Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks. I want to cast Detect Magic. Ass cheeks.
That's not how you spell it. I just
Cast
asked
Detect
checks.
Magic.
Ass check. Detect Magic.
Detect Magic. Trying to think if you might be pinging anything. Let me look. What is the range on Detect Magic again?
30 feet.
30 feet. I think.
Chell just goes, incredible necromancy magic. Just teeming with necromancy in here.
No,
10
you
minutes.
do not ping any kind of magic while you were here.
Okay. I'm going to hold it for 10 minutes just in case anything changes.
That's fair.
Alright, you guys. There's like all these footprints in the dust, and they weren't me, but there's more that go down the stairs.
Let's go down.
I think we should go down?
Yeah, I'm not picking up any pings in here.
Alright, let's try to follow these steps.
And there's no light in here, right?
Oh, oops.
No.
I
forget,
can't
can you
see.
two see? Yeah. I'll Ooh. I actually don't think I have a torch on me. If you have a torch on you, I'll hold it for you.
Do you still have the bag of holding?
I think I was carrying it, yeah, but I don't have a torch in my own inventory.
Well, I have one in the bag of holding.
She has one in the
Because
bag
I'm
of
always
holding.
blind.
Yeah, we'll take out the torch. Here you go.
Okay.
I'll hold it for you.
But I don't have the bag of holding. So I was like, does she have it on her? Because if not, I have nothing.
Yeah, because I still have
'cause
all that gold, and I
she's
have
still
to get
holding
rid
on.
of it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's make our
So that gives you 20 feet of dim light or bright light, and then an additional 20 feet of dim light. So you have 20 feet where you can see normally and 20 feet where you can see at disadvantage.
Okay.
Continuing down the stairs that are directly ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to stay quiet.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a group stealth check then? I'll take the average.
Slightly better.
Little dragon!
18! One better.
15.
7.
Ass cheeks!
I have a +3, but I have this.
Oh, ass cheeks. Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Oh, ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks.
Sorry about all the technical difficulties on my end today, you guys.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
Discord's
18,
been a bitch this
15.
week.
7.
Yeah, it has, and then 7. Oh, Spider George. Okay, good to know. So as you're moving forward down the stairs are not too long. They're only about 10 feet long and go down to another level below ground, which leads you to a hallway that goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 45 feet ahead of you. So Nova, at the bottom of the stairs, you can't see where the hallway turns. However, the rest, Talus and Suri, you can see that at the end of the hallway at about 45 feet, the hallway turns a 90-degree angle to the right. In the walls of this hallway, which is still made of that marble, there are like little alcoves where there are more coffins. And sitting at about, so Nova, you would be able to see this, sitting at about 30 feet down this hallway, you see these slumped forms of bodies on the ground.
Oh, no.
Wait, this is down at the end of the hallway, like by the right turn?
About 10 feet before it, yeah.
I rush to them.
Okay. 2 men and a woman.
I think we all go, yeah.
Can I do a quick medicine check to
You're
see?
muted, Ink.
I said when she said
Well,
I rushed
too late.
to them.
Too
And
late.
he said calmly.
No. She's looking for signs of life, or if it's even feasible to try and save these people.
Okay. Roll a medicine check for me as you rush over.
16?
Okay. There are 3 of them. 2 men and a woman. Immediately, it's very clear that these people were injured or killed. 15? Okay. Yeah. These people were injured or killed, you're not sure in this moment of me explaining, by daggers. And you specifically, with the type of magic you have, would also recognize inflict wounds, injuries on these people. The 2 men are dead. 100% unequivocally deceased. The woman, however, signs of life.
Spare the dying!
Okay. She is stable.
I mean, if there are 3 people in here, and this is where the Nimblewright had to drop it off, and the Nimblewright said that 3 people were going to get it, do we think that these are Vale, Arn, and Sophia?
Probably.
I mean, I'm not going to look to see if they have it stitched on the undergarments, but I'm going to say that it's probably true.
But if it's them, then doesn't that mean that they're working with Yala? These people are not our friends.
Then who has the stone?
Someone who fucking came in and killed them!
She's still
Should
alive.
Should we go further in?
She's what?
She's still alive. I just stabilized her.
I don't give a shit about her! She's working with the noble family that, was super shitty to us, and is the one that's causing all of these problems.
If I killed every person that was super shitty to me, there'd be a lot more dead people.
I mean, you didn't have a problem killing the random Centaurum that were in their manor.
Look, Nova, is there anything else that you can do for her right now?
Not really. I mean, I could heal her and bring her to consciousness so we could ask questions, or we leave her as is and turn her into the authorities.
Don't heal her.
The person that did this could probably still be down here. I think that if she's stable, we should keep moving and maybe come back.
I guarantee you that if we had run into these people down here while they were alive, they would have had no problem beating the shit out of us. Because that's the kind of people that we're dealing with now.
You're both right.
I made a mistake.
Sometimes people need to die, and that's not a mistake.
This is not the place to have this conversation.
Right.
Can we all just focus on getting the stone, and then we'll return to this later?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of lay her back down gently and put her in a more comfortable position before I stand back up.
Okay. Moving the remaining 10 feet to where the hallway turns.
Oh, God, what are we about to find?
I think Sir's taking the lead now.
Okay.
Because he was the first one to say, let's keep going.
You move to where the hallway turns and make that right turn. It is more of a marbled hallway, more alcoves where there are coffins tucked in, and a dead end.
Wait, a dead end?
Do the footprints go to the wall?
No.
Am I
Okay.
picking up any magic in the 30 feet around me?
Nope.
Do the footprints stop like by a wall or something?
No, it appears that they've culminated in an altercation about where you guys were.
Oh.
And then that was it.
They didn't even make it this far, I don't think. I think they...
That they fought each other.
Well, I mean... Oh, we didn't search the bodies!
Let's
Let's go back and search the bodies!
They might have actually turned on each other.
Yeah, let's go search them. Wait, wouldn't it come up on a... Oh, no, we don't know. Yeah, oh, okay.
They didn't have any magical items on them, did they?
We don't know if it would necessarily even come up with the detect magic.
I'm just meaning like in terms of like arcane focus or
Because
but it was specifically inflict wounds, right? That I picked up.
Injuries that they have on their body, yes.
A holy symbol might not. You don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Dylan doesn't even know. Actually,
I'll go back to the bodies.
On detect magic.
I'll go back to the bodies.
Yeah.
We're digging through their pockets.
Let's each search one.
You each search the bodies. There is a significant lack of items on these people.
They were. Yep. Someone looted them.
An unusual lack of items. There's no weapons. There's no coin pouches. There's no component pouches. There are no arcane focuses. They are simply wearing the clothes on their backs.
That was weird. Okay.
This is real weird.
The only thing that you were able to find on these people as you are searching them are necklaces with pendants bearing a familiar symbol of Asmodeus. Yes.
Are you so sure that these people deserve to live now that we know that they're devil worshippers?
I'm not having this argument with you here and now, tell us.
Just saying.
Think. They're like all of the like blood and stuff is confined to this place. Like blades were cleaned off. There's no like blood trail that leads anywhere else.
How fresh is the blood?
Roll me a medicine check.
Balls. Okay. Purple. 10.
Your knowledge in this area is limited. But given the fact that the blood's not dry, you personally would guess probably within the last hour to 3 hours.
We need... She's the only one that knows. We do need to ask her questions.
I'll start tying her up. And prep to wake her up.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You can whip out your rope. Are you hog tying her, or are you just tying her arms or her wrists? How are you doing this?
Wrists behind her back. Kind of sit her up against the wall.
Okay. All right.
Ankles together.
She is tied up.
Hey, I know how we could wake her up, maybe. I get my alchemy jug and I say, fresh water. Wait, what are we going to ask her before I do this?
Maybe
I'm flying by the seat of my pants at this point.
We just need to know, alright, so do we think that they had it and then someone else came in and attacked them, or did they fight each other? Is that what we're trying to figure out?
I think someone else, if they
Because
didn't
they
attack
don't
them,
They
someone
don't have
else
weapons.
looted their body, someone else took it.
Alright. Let's do it! And I'm gonna pour some fresh water onto her and see if it wakes her up.
She is now wet, but
And
she's still unconscious.
Damn it, I thought that would work and we wouldn't have to waste magic on her.
I mean, we can use a potion, or we can use magic.
I'll reach over and do cure wounds on her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for the hit points.
Oh, that's good. I rolled low. 6 hit points.
Okay. So your magic sort of radiates around her in a way that you're very familiar.
And ass cheeks,
butt
ass
cheeks.
cheeks, ass cheeks, ass
Ass
cheeks,
Ass cheeks.
cheeks, cheeks,
Ass
cheeks,
cheeks. Cheeks, cheeks, cheeks.
Shake your ass
Cheeks.
cheeks. Shake your ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks. Yay.
So your magic color coming back to her cheeks, she's kind of got some more life that's coming back to her. The inflict wounds, you can see are beginning to stitch themselves together in a way that if she was conscious at the time would be very uncomfortable, a little painful. Healing magic is not an end-all be-all to pain, as you guys have experienced before. And her eyes kind of start to flutter open. She, I haven't actually physically described her.
I was just gonna ask, are they? Because I was gonna say some like they're still human, but then I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know if they're human. They're still people,
Yes.
mortals.
She is human,
Okay.
as are the other two men that are now deceased. I have another hiccup, so just warning. She is very lithe, but very, very tall. So she's kind of got a lanky appearance about her, with blonde hair that's kind of cut into a bob at her chin, a bit asymmetrical. Her hair is extremely disheveled at this point. Like I said, she's been in a what was almost a deadly altercation for her, so she's not looking the best. She's pretty dirty. She's been laying in dirt and dust on the ground. And she's got kind of a tanner complexion. As her eyes kind of flutter open and she sees the three of you standing over her, her eyes actually land on Sir specifically. And you can see, even though her ankles are tied around her or tied together, she goes to make a motion as if to like pull her ankles up and push herself further back into the wall before she realizes that she's tied up, and she's very actually visibly starting to panic. Her breathing is kind of starting to increase a bit as she sees these two people she doesn't recognize standing over her, including a very, very tall man who resembles the devil. So there's this moment, it's like you guys are her sleep paralysis demons, and she's starting to
She thought
no.
she ended up in hell. Cool.
Wait, am I still invisible?
unless you dropped it,
No.
then it's just Nova and Sarah that she's looking at. So she's the breathing increasing. She's kind of trying to push herself back,
Calm
realizes
down.
that she's tied up, and she she's looking around. She's who are you? What's going on?
We're the ones that just saved you.
And her eyes kind of fall to the two people she was with
I'm sorry.
that
I
are
couldn't
now
save them. They were long
dead on the
past.
ground.
Yeah.
Breathing is still quick, breathing still not being controlled very well, but she is quiet and looking up at you guys.
Who did this to you?
I'm just a florist. I'm just a florist. I shouldn't have been doing this. I shouldn't be here. This is way more than I ever bargained for. They just came out of nowhere. I don't know what's going. Who are you? You said you came and you saved me, but who are you people?
You're just a florist that wears the symbol of Asmodeus?
I was a florist. I am a florist. I don't know. My boyfriend, 18. She like looks over at one of the bodies. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Can I make an insight check? Is she trying to pull a fast one?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Nope, I missed you.
So with that, 37.
25! 19! Natural 19!
She's clearly very panicked. You're not necessarily getting a sense that she's lying. Maybe got in a bit over her head. Didn't know what she was getting into, or at least completely didn't know what she was getting into. Not necessarily lying, but very panicked.
I'm sorry I couldn't save him. But if you want help, you need to help us find the people that did this to you.
She's quiet. Her eyes are on one of the men that's on the ground. She is quiet.
Sir's going to move in between her and the body that she's looking at, and he's going to crouch down so that he's at eye level.
Her eyes widen as she kind of like...
I know. What is your name, Miss Just a Florist?
Vigil.
Well, my name is Sir. This is Nova. You've gotten yourself into a little bit of a spot of trouble. We want to help. Can you tell me anything that you remember that happened here? Think very carefully. What do you know?
Roll a persuasion check.
$19?
Hey!
Hey!
Big
Okay.
rolls.
Look at you! Man of the hour!
Big dice boy.
Oh! Eight! Oh no!
So eyes still on you, very intently, not wavering her eye contact with you, but she's got that like watered eyes, like I'm sad and upset, and this is a very overwhelming situation kind of look on her face. I'm just a florist. We were supposed to bring it here for them to pick up, and they came, but when they came, instead of just taking it like was the plan, they attacked us all.
Okay. Who are they? What did they look like?
Arn and Sophia.
Arn and Sophia.
That's their names.
Okay. Nova, untie her.
Yeah. I'll untie her.
Okay. Kind of rub on her wrists a little bit because she had been at first while she was panicking, pulling at those bindings. So there's a bit of a red mark around her wrists and around her ankles as you untie her.
We weren't sure what the situation was. It was purely for our own safety. It was nothing personal.
Just nods.
Okay.
When did you come here to drop it off?
An hour ago.
Okay.
Maybe 2. What time is it? I've been
It's just past 4 or 5?
It's just about, yeah.
about 2 hours ago.
Okay. Can you stand? offer a
She
hand.
goes to try, and her legs are kind of shaking. So she puts her, it's kind of like puts her whole forearm on you and uses you to kind of stand up a bit.
If they catch you wearing that, you're going to be in a lot more trouble.
She takes the pendant in her fist,
I'll take it.
breaks the chain, and hands it to you.
And puts that in his pocket, and he's going to go to the other two, and he's going to snap those off.
Okay.
Can I get on my earring and say, so do we know, who employed her? Who sent her here? Exactly, have we asked her that?
Not yet, I have a lot more questions, but she's pretty shook.
We don't have a whole lot of time.
I know. But she gave us the names. We know where to go next.
Wait, where are we going next?
Arn and
Sorry,
Sophia?
Yeah.
Castellanter?
Did she
Those
say that
aren't
they were?
Castellanter
Those are
names.
not Castle. Those are no. Those are just the names of the other people.
Those are the people that were supposed to pick up the
Ulrich
stone.
said. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I'm
Sorry.
asking. Do we know who sent them? Where they're going? What's the? Yeah.
Okay. Nope, I vibed off. I off-vibed. My notes are wrong.
Vibe check failed.
My vibes are bad. No,
Wretched.
okay, you know what? Fine. Keep asking questions. I'm dumb. I'm stupid.
You're not
No!
No, I'm trying to not I'm trying to let you guys do it because you're doing a good job.
Okay, Vial, you said your boyfriend got you into this, right? Do you know who hired him to bring... What were you bringing here?
A stone of some kind. I work in the trade ward. I have my own business, but it hasn't been doing well. He said that if I helped him, that I'd be able to get some money to get my business going again. Maybe buy some more supplies and maybe some advertising.
Who's the other one with you? Ass cheeks!
Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks.
I had their names written over, and then it was supposed to say Castellanter Tomb, but it says Castellanter under them. So I was like,
I see what you did. Okay.
I have corrected my notes.
Whoa, this weird music. Nope, that doesn't fit this world.
What was the last thing you heard?
That she needed some money to get her business back together, and then Nova was asking who the third person was that they were with.
Yeah.
His friend Cassius. I'd never really met him before this.
His friend.
Oh.
Okay. Was there... So they came to pick it up and just started attacking you? Did they say anything?
That we knew too much.
They're tying up loose ends. Okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to have known. I was just here
It's
to
not-
deliver something and pass it off.
Who
It's
gave you
not.
these pendants?
Oliver, my boyfriend.
And he got it from whoever hired him?
I would assume so.
Well, okay.
What does this Cassius person look like?
That's the other dead body.
The other dead body that's there.
I am not on.
It's okay. It's okay. If you have any clarifying,
You can ask what Sophia and the other one looks like.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, there we go.
Sophia.
Yes.
Sophia and Arn are the two that left or that are not here.
The two-
Holliver, like Oliver with an H, and Cassius are the two dead bodies.
God, yes.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
I feel you, Ink. I feel you so much.
Because I do the recap, so I try. Okay. Yeah, what do they look like? How are they dressed?
Saphia is she's a half elf. But she looks like a full elf. She's got really large ears. She's got really dark hair, very straight. She keeps it like slicked back a bit on her head. Very, very pale skin, green eyes. Arn is human. Short, dark hair. He looks like he's been an adventurer for a long time. He's pretty weathered. Salt and pepper. Beard.
I'm gonna write all this down in the notebook that she's been keeping all the other investigation notes in.
Okay.
For these descriptions of people to maybe give to the watch for lookout later on, but she's keeping it for now. She wants as full description as possible.
Okay. Sounds good.
You're muted,
bud.
I'm gonna die.
It's okay.
Were they also wearing these necklaces?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
They worked with Oliver and Cassius. They were friends, or at least we thought they were.
Okay.
Worked
And where
with
did
them
they
where?
work?
With whatever this is.
Okay.
This was supposed to be like initiation, I guess you could call it. Like if I was able to get this done, I would get better jobs, better money.
Understand.
I'm
Clearly
gonna
didn't turn out that way.
earring again and say, does she know which one did the magic?
That's a good question. Do you know which one did the touch magic? The one that caused that scar? And I kind of point to her, like, where I assume where she would have it on hers, where it was here.
Mm-hmm. They both did.
Shit.
Nova kind of just leans back, like, great.
Can we ask her where they would go? Does she know where the boyfriend would go for like meetings? Like where they would all meet up?
Is there anywhere that Oliver would go to meet up with these people for this job? Is there anywhere that you met them?
Yeah. Yeah, there is. But if I tell you where that is, though, and they know that I'm alive, I'm not gonna be alive for much longer. I can't. No, I can't do this. I can't. No.
Listen to me. We will get you protection via the Black Staff. No one will touch you.
That doesn't seem like a very good idea.
It's the only option you have. It's either that or death at this point.
Or I could just not tell you.
Do you have family outside the city?
Yes.
Do you have anywhere
no,
else
not
that you
outside
can
the
go?
city. In Waterdeep, yes, but not outside the city. I guess I could leave.
We could start a rumor that you did die.
If you tell us. I don't know how much coin that you needed to get your business going back the way you wanted it to. We have coin. I have coin. Enough that can get you out of the city for a little while. If you tell us it, what we want to know, it's yours. No questions asked. I don't even know your last name.
I needed money to pay off guild fees in order to operate legally in the city.
I mean, if her business closes and she leaves, that's going to look a lot more like she died than if she keeps working.
I will put coin in your hand right now, and you can either use it for what you were originally going to do, or you can leave the city, whichever you want to do. I will put coin in your hand right now, and you can walk away from this if you tell us what we need to know, so that we can get this person to justice for him. And I nod over at Oliver's corpse.
He won't be the last.
There's an old windmill in the trade ward. It doesn't operate like a windmill anymore. It's just a building. But they live there. I would guess that would be where they went.
Gonna go into my bag. Gonna get a coin purse of 100 gold.
She takes it and she's kind of clutching it to her chest.
When she puts it in her hand, I like put my hand like over hers. This was just a dark chapter. We're going to stop this. I never saw you.
I'll make sure he gets justice.
She takes like a step backwards, kind of gauging your reaction.
Let us leave first. Have some privacy to say your goodbyes, and then leave on your own.
Okay.
Bye. It's gonna, I'm gonna like nudge Nova and like I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
Okay. She watches you leave.
But I'm also going to hand Nova one of the necklaces. And off to an invisible Talus.
No, Talus is probably still down there.
Maybe Talus is waiting. So I'll hand you a necklace, and I will put it on, and I'm gonna tuck it in under my armor and
I
stuff.
will not put it on.
Sorry. It's a surprise necklace that might help us later.
I don't care. I'm not putting it on. It can be on my person,
I think we have at least one. We might have passed off the second one that we got at the house, but we have at least one
in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
which you have.
Yes.
I'm gonna wear it because pulling bloody ones out of pockets might not give the same impression as wearing it.
Okay.
Oh no!
No!
Immediately.
Okay!
As cheeks!
As Stepping on the beat. Okay, guys, so we're gonna take a quick little break.
Yeah.
Just to get technology in order, and just because we can, because it's our stream, our rules. See you in a little bit. Hang tight. Check out that art on the intermission.
Hell yeah, we love you. BRB. Check out the art. BRB. we are back somehow.
Oh, I totally forgot my camera was still here. Hello, everyone. Welcome
We're all done here with you.
Welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. We're down here because we're sad about the connection issues, but we're still here and we're still trying.
Hey.
So, if we would like, I'm here. All of me is here.
I dropped it.
Hopefully our connection issues aren't too much of a problem from here on out. Hopefully. Still in the mausoleum. Because Talus remained behind.
That's right.
So what are you doing, Talus?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I just want to watch her for a second and see what she's doing when she thinks no one's watching. Just want to see if she's actually like... Yo, dog, what the fuck?
Let's go back down here.
Oh, you're muted, Inky.
We can power through this. Just go.
Yeah,
You're there.
I wanna just keep an eye on her and see what she does when she thinks no one else is watching, and just see if she's a fake ass bitch or if she's actually sad.
Okay. She goes over to the dead bodies, to one of them, but you assume probably Oliver. Collapses to her knees and puts her head on his chest and starts crying.
Okay, I guess I will leave.
Okay. You can head back upstairs and to the outside world where everyone else is.
All right.
Oh!
What's the plan? Sorry, I was just making sure she wasn't a creep.
By watching her while invisible?
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta get to that mill.
In the trade ward.
In the trade ward. Also, where are you? Just say beep.
Beep! I say beep in the wrong direction.
So he holds out the amulet. Just in case. It might.
Alright, yeah, it's in my hand. Let go.
Drops it, right?
I'm not picking it up.
I pick it up and I put it into the bag of holding. I'm not wearing that. I don't want to wear that. I can literally make it look like I'm wearing one at any time.
Okay. I get it. Let's get it, Dre.
Copper.
Copper. Damn,
Okay.
100 gold. I'm too nice. Anyway, copper.
There are a few buildings that kind of meet the description that was given to you by Vial, but only one still has the
Fan thingy?
Yeah, I was gonna say propeller, but that's not
I
right
don't
at
know
all.
what it is.
Yeah, thank you.
Propeller thingy.
Propeller thingy, we got it.
Yeah.
It's a visual representation.
Yeah. The flaps, the little arms, you know what I mean. Only one of them still has those.
Fan blades.
So, yeah.
Are we
I
going
think
in?
that's it.
Or are we just going in, like, crossbows blazing? Or are we, like, trying to sneak this?
I don't have a crossbow.
Alright, it was a euphemism. It was turn. Yep. What's our plan? What are we doing? How are we doing on like magic and stuff? Because I'm like tapped.
I'm like full. I don't know how. I don't know what it's like to run out of magic yet.
You just kind of like you're a little tired.
I'm feeling pretty good, and honestly, getting real tired of showing up to everything like just an hour late. So I'm kind of getting to the point of like kicking indoors.
Yeah, I mean, showing up fashionably late is like totally fine, but this is not like the fun kind of fashionably late where you make like a daring entrance. This is like, holy balls, I missed the whole party. Are we just busting in? Are we sneaking in? Let's sneak in. Let's case the place.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Are there windows?
So this building, there's the tower that is like the actual windmill part of the windmill that goes up 2 floors, and then off of the tower is a rectangular building that goes out from where you guys are standing. It is to the right, and then there's like it's like a T. Somebody put a circle and then like slapped a T onto it, and there's like a building that's the 2 perpendicular lines. So you're looking at the front door, basically. The part of the building that kind of juts out from the...
Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks. The part of the building that juts out. Owie. Ass cheeks. The part of the building that juts out
is directly to your right. So you're like standing, the door is kind of tucked into like this 90-degree angle. I was just gonna give you that. It's fine. So you're kind of tucked into that 90-degree angle that's right there. The building, it's not completely desolate, but it's definitely hasn't been maintained. A little bit decrepit, has not been taken care of. There's crumbling stone, it's dirty. The windmill's not operating. But if there's anything you're doing beyond that basic description, you can let me know.
Should I have Bramble check the windows? As we do. Bramble's doing a fly around.
Okay. Is he actively searching, or is he just kind of doing a scan?
He's gonna like fly up to windows and like peek in the windows just to see if there's anyone in there.
Okay. Roll me a perception check for Bramble.
Okay. Peek! Bramble, what the fuck? 9.
Okay. There are not a lot of windows on this building. There are some. Mostly on the lower level. Though you can see on the upper level that there are not quite windows. They're smaller. They don't appear to be for people. If that makes sense, maybe birds is kind of what the vibe you're getting there. Perhaps there are roosts up there because they're smaller. They're not like for a person's enjoyment to look out of. Looking through the windows on the first floor that you find, there's not a whole lot going on in these rooms. They are dirty. They're not maintained. There's trash. And a few of them you see people, though, sitting on like sleeping mats with food, some personal belongings in like bags. They have like travel bags, kind of like you guys do. Bramble, peeking through the windows on the first floor, finds a total of 5 people, and that's...
I will relay that information to the party.
Okay.
That's really all I can see. Do we want to try to go around them? Oh, did any of them match the description that she gave of the dark-haired elf with the slicked hair, pale green-eyed, big ears, or a human with like shorter hair, salt and pepper beard, kind of weathered?
No.
He doesn't think that any of the people there are the people that attacked.
Okay.
This is what he sees on the first floor. He has checked the first floor and is relaying that information to you.
Should I have him check the second floor?
Yeah.
Have him check as much as he can.
Alright, I'll have him fly up to like the little bird windows and kind of peek in.
Okay. So peeking in there, there are pigeon roosts here. There are large sections of the roof that have actually caved in this area, so he can kind of look even from the top. There's a jumble of debris that's kind of including machinery, pieces of the collapsed roof, lots of dust and cobwebs. There are shingles, lots of bird droppings, wrecked furniture, and then there are lots of birds that are kind of chilling in the rafters above. There is a very distinct smell of mold that he's getting, at least in that room. He can peek into another room and see some ancient like millstones that were used to like create flour with the windmill that was here. Or that it obviously is still here, but when it was used for what it was being used for, there's some machinery in here as well. There's also a room that he can peek in. The angle that he gets, there's like furniture, not quite as disheveled as the furniture that he's seeing. There's like a wood framed bed with mattresses that's standing against the wall that he can see. It is clean. He kind of has to, the window that's there is on iron hinges, and he kind of has to pull open the shutters a little bit to get a peek in, which is why he's kind of getting a little bit of a skewed view. Which he's telling you. You cannot tell him more further instructions, but this is kind of what he's getting from his angle, is he can see the bed. He can tell you that the window that he's looking through is obviously been recently repaired and is not as destroyed or broken as maybe the other windows that he's come across. And next to the bed, no. That's about all he can see from there.
Okay, I will relay all of that. It seems like there's a bedroom on the second floor that is actually used, but the rest is like kind of really junky. Should we just try to sneak up to the second floor? I mean, none of those people, he couldn't tell if any of those people had the symbols. It was kind of hard to see. The windows were like dirty, but none of them seemed to be the two people we're looking for.
Maybe they haven't come back yet? Muted.
I'm gonna eat a horse. Maybe they haven't come back yet, but it's been long enough that they definitely could have.
It's been like an hour or two probably since they attacked, right? That's what the girl said?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the raid. We love you, Goblin Cave.
Thank you. I mean, also, we're gonna climb up to the top. We're gonna climb up to the second floor of this place. Just out. That's gonna look horrible.
No, like go inside and climb the stairs.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant scale the building.
Well, I mean, it's getting dark. We could.
Cheeks, I think. No, you blinked. Okay, sorry.
No,
You're just
they're not.
Sorry.
You were just being very
No, you
still
blinked.
that time.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should just try to sneak in and up and maybe check out that room that seems like it's actually used.
I mean, I'm not sneaky, so I could wait to see if they come back.
If we wait like an hour, I can make you invisible. Do we want to try to like hang out, act casual, watch and see the comings and goings, and then go in after like a short rest?
I want you to go in just in case maybe there's like something that he's not seeing, like another room that doesn't have a window, or if there's like a cellar that connects out, you know, they might, you know what I mean?
Should I like dress up as somebody else and try to poke around?
You can look like one of them.
Oh, fuck.
No, wait, you don't know. You don't really know what they. You have like.
I have a description, but.
No, I mean you could. No. don't know.
I can't.
I don't want
I
to tell
can.
you what to do.
I could sneak in. I could sneak in and do this invisibly in 1 hour, but I need an hour.
I'm okay with that.
2 hours. The short rest is 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours. Okay, that's new.
It's not. It's always been 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what do we?
I don't know. My plans are big, stupid, meat brain plans. Or talkie plans.
I think it's a good idea to at least watch who comes in and out.
Should we try to like take different areas?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, worst case scenario, I could fly up there when it's darker.
I hate that we keep on getting so close and then we have to wait. I was muted.
No.
Again. No, but I mean like I've been muted.
Oh, okay.
When I'm not talking. I don't know. I hate when we get really, really close and then we wait and then we lose the trail again.
So then do we just want to go in?
And ask questions?
Yeah. I mean, we can just go in and say we're looking for those 2 people.
I mean, there's at least 5 people in there that I was able to see. Bramble was able to see, but there might be more.
Okay. I mean, are they squatters? Do they live?
They were just like chilling in there, like eating food.
I mean, yeah, that's just. I say, just go in and kind of throw their names out there and see what they do.
Alright. If that works. I'm okay with that.
I'll follow your lead.
I know what you mean. I'm frustrated too.
I mean, I'm gonna just see if the door's unlocked.
It is.
Sometimes it's that easy. I'm gonna just go. I'm just gonna.
I'll be right behind you and give you guidance.
I'll follow.
I'm gonna play big, muscular, and stupid.
Guidance!
Let's go.
Okay. Okay, that's up to you, man.
Yeah.
You you enter the doorway. Like I said, it was unlocked. Going in, you're immediately in this like hallway. To your, let me get my map. To your left, you can see it is what leads to the tower. It's still kind of daylight, so you still have some lighting, especially from windows that are here. There is a set of windows that leads up to the stairway, which Ramble would have seen. He would have told you there's a stairway there, but it was inconsequential to what we were talking about. But there's a stairway to your left that leads up the tower, and then directly in front of you, essentially, is a door, and then there's another door to your right at the end of the hallway.
Do I know which door would lead to where all those people were?
They were kind of spread out a little bit, so any of these doors would lead to people, essentially.
I mean, if you want to find people, either of those 2 doors there.
Gonna go over to the door on the right.
Okay. There's also a door. You can't see it, but you would know it was there because of Bramble leading or talking about the windows. There is a door to probably somewhere on the first floor of the tower, because there was a room there on that first floor. You just can't see the door from where you're standing, so you can make that assumption that there's a door over there as well. But with it going down the hallway to the stairs, you can see that there's kind of another littler hallway that leads towards the right, or like I guess when you come in, it'll be straight from where you are, but it's like down the hallway. If you turn down the hallway, it would be to your right. I can send you guys a quick map if you need to make that a little bit easier for you to understand.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Okay, so
You're coming in by where W1 is. So if you're standing there immediately to your left, there's the stairs that go up the tower.
okay.
And then there's another hallway that kind of leads to the right from where if you were like turning to face that area, to the right, there's another hallway. You would know that there's another room over there because Bramble saw it through a window. You just can't see the door. And if you turn to your right, there's a door directly in front of you and then a door towards the end of the hallway.
Right.
That you
Okay.
can see.
Yeah. So okay, I get you. I mean, so now being on the inside,
Mm-hmm.
all of these rooms that we're aware of, we were able to see from the outside. There isn't a room that like doesn't have windows.
Yeah, all of these rooms you would be aware of on the first floor at the very least.
Okay. If someone thinks that I'm being stupid about literally just asking, please just say I'm being stupid.
Oh, why did my camera just cut out? Cool.
I don't think you're stupid, Ace. We have to start somewhere, and we're so close.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you just like pretend that you just like freaking recruited us and you're trying to take us to see Arn and Sophia. I mean, you got the symbol on you. I feel like what we're doing is fine.
Right. If you show it to the wrong people, it's. Okay. I'm gonna go down to the right to the door that's down the slight hallway on the
In the tower? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There were 2 people in that room, which you would have had relayed to you via Bramble.
Is this the bottommost W2 room?
The topmost. In the tower.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to go to the bottom?
No, I just didn't. It's like a little confusing, but that's fine. It doesn't matter.
It does matter if it's confusing.
Yeah.
No, I mean like it's any of the rooms that have the people in it is what I mean. Like either of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
In the tower. Gonna just check. Is that door locked?
Mhm.
I'll still knock.
Okay. There's a pause. Yes?
Then I open it.
Okay.
I wanted to see if they call out or if they like scatter. So
2 people. Like I said, they have like bedrolls that they're sitting like cross-legged on. They appear to be like eating very rudimentary food, like hard cheese, hardtack, jerky. They have like what looks like travel packs next to them. They don't appear to have any weapons that you can see immediately from coming in. So they're like holding food, like one of them's like holding food to their mouth, like they were about to take a bite, and they're just like looking at you.
Don't let me stop you. We're looking for a couple people that are supposedly staying in this area. They go by the name of Arn and Sephia.
I don't know anybody here, man. This is just where I sleep sometimes. I think there's some people that stay upstairs. There's people here all the time.
All right. Just wanted to see if you'd seen anything. Carry on then.
I mean, I think there are people that came in a while ago, like an hour or so ago. I don't know where they are, though.
Thank you. Back to your meal. My apologies.
Upstairs?
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Sometimes you just gotta ask. Squatters.
Hey.
Listen.
I just sleep here, man. Yeah,
That's so
I know,
rude.
man.
Is Dallas following?
Yeah.
Okay. So heading upstairs. The stairs.
Oh, ass cheeks.
That's
Ass
ass
cheeks. It was doing so well.
cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
So you head up the stairs. It curves kind of around the building and leads you into sort of a rectangular atrium, kind of. This is where there's a little bit of machinery here. It's part of some of the machinery that Bramble was seeing. It's kind of an old mill where maybe flour was ground from wheat. Coming up the stairs, there's a door immediately to your left, to your right, and ahead of you. From what Bramble was telling you, Talus, the bed that you saw with the repaired window room is W7 on the map, which is the door directly ahead of you as you guys come up the stairs.
I will point that out.
The pigeon roosts that Bramble was able to see through the windows if you came up the stairs and you're standing right there, it's the door to your left, but it is W6.
Okay.
Yeah, birds are there, bedrooms over there.
Okay. One of you decide what to do. What? Please. So take the lead.
I mean, I think we should check out this bedroom.
Is there any room that hasn't been checked by Bramble up here?
From what you can see, just kind of standing where you are, no.
Okay.
Getting your bearings and thinking about what Bramble was saying, the two W6s in the map are the two roosts, and they're kind of kitty corner to each other in this tower. And W7 is the only other room he was able to see. Okay. So, not that to your knowledge.
Okay. I say we
You want to check the bedroom?
check the bedroom.
Okay. Let me go. Just because I don't want you two getting stabbed, I'm more okay with me getting stabbed. I will check the room, the door to the bedroom.
Okay. Walking up to the door, to the bedroom, you can hear voices behind it. It is not a very thick door, so I'm not even going to make you roll a perception check for that. You can hear people speaking. If you would like to hear what they are saying, I will require a perception check. But
I would also like in on that. I would like to try to listen.
Okay. Go ahead, everybody. Roll perception, please.
Please.
4.
Yeah. 3.
22?
Okay.
16 plus 6? 20.
Yeah, 22.
Okay.
22.
Okay. You can hear behind this door two voices, but the one that is most prominent and is speaking the most is a female one. I'm scrolling through my notes here, sorry. Okay. So you hear the female voice saying, okay, now I need you to listen to me, and I need you to listen very carefully to what I'm saying. These are instructions that you are to follow. I'm gonna pause. There's no response. Okay, thank you. You are to take this now through the city. I need you to not be seen. There is an alleyway. There you will meet Willifert, who will take it from you. Do you understand? Thank you.
We can't hear this. Only Nova hears this, but I'm stressing.
I think when she hears that when she mentions the name Williford, Nova takes a step towards the door and goes to open it.
Okay. So if you're taking a step towards the door but not opening it yet, the talking continues. Are you opening it, or are you...
Oh, I'm opening it. Sorry. Yes, I'm opening it.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, so if you open the door...
I open the door.
It is locked. Or go to open the door, at the very least, it is locked.
I can help with that, but they're gonna hear it. We can bust it down. Oh, sir. Sir, we gotta bust it down. We gotta go.
Roll me... Did you just, like, kind of just, like...
I'm on my...
I was trying... Yeah.
Yeah, I was holding my ear for the ear.
I know you were basically just attempting to burst into the room, so I assume you weren't attempting to be quiet by any means.
Probably not. She was just trying to see if it would open.
Yeah, it's jostling the door.
Jostling a door handle,
Okay.
yeah.
The talking stops.
Pointing at Sir and the door.
Nova,
Sir,
you hear...
Nova has not communicated anything to Sir, so...
No, I think now at this point when she tells both of you it's locked, someone's in there giving instructions, maybe to another Nimblewright. I don't know.
Once the talking stops, there's a pause as you guys are communicating this to each other. Nova, you hear... Okay, well, you know where the alleyway is, yes? Okay, take it, go. And then
I'm
talking
going
stops
to
again.
bolt to the coops and try and fly up through the junk, the broken-in roof.
Okay.
That's my attempt. I don't know.
Okay.
Do I have to roll initiative?
I will allow you to at least get there, and I will describe what you are seeing. But why don't you guys get initiative rolls out while I am doing that?
All right.
Don't shout them out yet. I'll grab them from you in a second.
All right.
So Nova, you can see on the map that I sent you. You're standing outside of that door. It's very easy. It's only about 15 feet away. That door to the coop that's right there. It's immediately adjacent to that wall.
Yeah.
So you can immediately just boom, run, burst through that door. It is not locked.
Okay.
Bursting through that door, pigeons that are up in these moldy rafters
Sorry,
just
guys.
just wings open. There's a flutter. You can hear like the surprised cooing from these birds. Windows broken. You kind of have to shoulder your way through the glass a bit. It's not hard. The window's broken already. And are you just basically jumping out this window?
Yeah, I'm activating my boots and trying to see if I can see where this thing is taking it.
I will allow you to get to a point where you are outside of the window and your boots are activated before initiative is in place.
Awesome.
What you see when you get out of the window.
God damn it. Ass cheeks. Oh, it's just me this time. Ass cheeks. It's just me this time. Everyone froze.
Hello? No, I'm here.
Whoa.
Hi?
Okay,
Hello?
I got Victoria.
You're not frozen for us.
Okay, well, I got Victorian ink back. Oh, no, I got Chell back. Do I got Chell? Okay, I got you all back. I was really crazy. You all froze for me.
Wow, we're just not gonna get the rock, huh? We're just not gonna get the rock.
I'll wait for Vic to come back before I continue.
I'm here.
Oh, you were black for me for a second, a black screen. Okay. What was the last thing you heard before we all disappeared?
That you were going to tell me what I saw once I got outside.
Okay, so immediately coming out of the window, you can see all of Waterdeep basically before you, at least of this part of the city. You're in the trade where there are some buildings that are 2 stories and kind of level with you, but there are a lot of buildings that are just 1 story. You see 3 creatures. They are not human. They are humanoid. Sorry, my internet is not loading here. They are flying.
I told you what was happening, didn't I tell you? It's fine.
Okay, these are flying creatures. They're kind of bat-like almost, but they are humanoid. They have kind of a humanoid appearance. You can't see their front, but what you can see of them, they have leathery wings that are kind of attached to arms that have this kind of like leathery skin. But on the arms are these spines that are like coming off of, almost porcupine-like coming off of their arms, and also down their back. They have, like I said, they're kind of a purpley color. They have leathery wings, and they are flying across the city.
Everyone froze again. It's my turn. Oh no.
No, Christy can't. Christy's not getting any of us.
Oh,
is
I
what
got
she's
it.
saying.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
I hear you. I see
Hi.
you. Hi.
Okay.
It was a 7.
Okay.
All of this shit that flies away. I'm gonna eat. Just eat.
If it's helpful, the roofs are easily accessible.
It's helpful.
I'm glad that's helpful. So Sir got a 7. Oh, that's wrong. I added 7 of you instead of.
That's
So you're
what Cheyenne did that one time.
Instead of, yeah. Giving you guys a significant advantage. Okay, Nova.
15?
Okay.
15.
And Talus.
Also 7.
What is your dexterity modifier?
+3.
And Sir, what is yours?
+1.
Okay, so Talus will go first in that case there. It is also important to note that these creatures are not very large. They're probably about the size of a small dog or maybe a cat.
Cool. They're tiny. They're little guys.
I think, but I do not see.
I do not see.
I remember, and then I forget.
Okay, so this is not going to be a normal like fight initiative. You can obviously use any of your abilities that you have available to you. I'm not restricting that by any means. But because you are chasing them, this is going to be considered a chase scene. I don't know if you guys remember the rules that are in place for that. I can go over that in a minute if you do not.
Frozen. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone just
okay,
goes
okay.
super fast forward all of a sudden.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
But it's what, 3 plus Constitution for the number of times you can dash?
Mm-hmm. That is how many times you can dash freely. I'm not going to restrict how you dash by any means, but after that you start taking exhaustion points if you dash beyond the capabilities of your constitution.
Gotcha.
So that is a risk that you are absolutely able to take if you so choose, but that is for you to choose. Let me pull up my chase scene rules here. So everybody needs to roll initiative, which we already did. You can use your dash action freely a number of times equal to 3 plus your constitution modifier. Opportunity attacks are not a thing in a chase scene. So if you run past someone or someone run past you, you do not get to take an opportunity attack in that case, specifically for a chase. Spells can be cast against other creatures if they are within range of your spells. However, attacks are made at disadvantage because of the circumstances at hand. Cool, makes sense?
Yep.
Okay.
So you have to choose to take the dash action, otherwise it's assumed that you're like moving?
Well, you can tell me how much you're moving and what you're doing. Actions, bonus actions, movement is taken normally.
Okay.
But if you're choosing to take the dash action, it counts against that 3 plus your Constitution modifier.
Oh boy.
Does that make sense? Okay. If there's not a chase involved, like if anybody's deciding to stay back and deal with people who are currently here in this tower, the opportunity attacks are a thing. You don't have to worry about that. But it's if there's a chase involved, the opportunity attacks become a thing that is not there. So, any questions?
Nope.
Okay. Nova, you are at the start of the initiative.
How far away are these creatures from me?
I would say that they were able to get about 30 feet away because they were able to move out before you were able to get out of the hallway into the coop out the window. So they were able to take a movement while you were doing all of that.
Okay. Do I risk it? I think Nova's gonna risk it because she doesn't know what else to do. She's going to cast another Detect Magic and fly 30 feet to them.
Okay. So you come up on them because they had moved that 30 feet, casting Detect Magic. You are getting a ping off of these creatures, specifically from the one in the middle. They're like traveling in like a formation, basically. The one in the middle, you are getting a ping off of. As far as what kind of magic, I know we've kind of talked before a little bit about how there are some items that just give off a magical aura rather than a specific kind of magic. I guess in this case, there are a few kind of magics that are kind of blending together a little bit, making this a little difficult to ascertain. But transmutation, enchantment, it's kind of a confusing little thing, but it's very obvious that there is magical aura coming from this creature.
Okay. As a bonus action, can I message Ace that I'm in pursuit of 3 fucked up looking creatures that I think has the stone? In the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my turn!
Okay. Which brings us next to the creatures who I am giving a single initiative together as a group. So they move. They're 30 feet. I believe, actually. Let me double check their movement. I always just assume, but... 40 feet, actually.
Shit.
They move their 40 feet, and then they use one of their dash actions to dash.
That was the risk. That was the risk. Oh. Okay.
The street has kind of moved. Let's see, where are they going? They have come out and have kind of turned, so they're kind of heading towards the western side of the city. So they moved 80 feet in that direction. And that is their turn, which brings us to Talus.
Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on. So I guess I will get on my earring and it's an action to cast message?
For the spell specifically, I would let this be your free talking action if you would like it to be.
I mean, I guess I will like look at Sir and I'm just kind of like, I don't really know hey, so like what's going on? And I'm gonna just start walking out to following the room where Nova went and
I think Nova did communicate with you what was going on.
That's why I feel like I thought I did.
Yeah, okay, what you said was
that you thought that they were like giving the stone to a Nimblewright, but we had no context for like the whole everything.
Then you jumped out a window.
You jumped out a window, and we had no idea what was happening after.
Okay, but
and
she
we
told
didn't know
you
that the door was like locked and like.
Yes, I
know.
told.
I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Because you messaged me. So if
I messaged the earring.
Okay.
I thought everybody was on a group call.
I'm just gonna make the executive decision that everybody is informed as to the situation, so that we can make sure that everybody has all the information at hand, and we can move on and make it more smooth. So everybody knows what's going on. Nova was able to communicate that with you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, don't worry. No problem.
So
You don't need to feel bad. We'll just keep going.
I guess I will go to the window, and then you said that there are roofs around?
You're going to the window into the one
that Nova went out of.
Okay, yes, there are roofs around. There is actually specifically a building next to you that you could jump onto. That is the second story building that you could try and make the leap over to if you would like.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that and try to see what Nova's like following. I don't know if I can see these creatures.
Yeah, it's daylight, so they only went about 80 feet into the west, and you can still see Nova, who I'm assuming is like wildly gesturing and like pointing. So yeah, you'd be able to see them kind of 80 feet off. They're smaller, but you can still see that they're spiny and super fucking weird. So why don't you roll me a dexterity check really quick, or like acrobatics if you're proficient, and we can push through and see if you are able to make that jump with grace.
Oh no, everyone froze again. Ass cheeks! Ass cheeks! S and cheeks.
Hello.
S and cheeks.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah.
I heard Chell like saying that I was able to like jump out the window and get to the roof.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Are they frozen again? Rip.
I just heard them tell you to make a roll, and then I didn't. Then everything froze.
I rolled
17 and
made
the roll, jumped onto the roof.
Thank you.
Jumped onto the roof.
Yep.
Could see the creatures.
I don't know what Sir's supposed to do.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if we had known, I would say like just bash down the door and like go right to it, but it's a little like...
I was gonna bash down the door, but now you both jumped out a window, so I'll think about
the door is kind of lost now.
You do know there are people in there. Nova was able to communicate that there are people talking in there. Before she dipped and ran.
Yeah.
But if you would like to continue to go out the window and to see what's going on, we can definitely continue to educate that. If you would like to make a more informed decision, I will allow in this moment for you to kind of dial back and decide something else if that is your choice.
I'm gonna go out the window and jump onto the roof, and I'm gonna run after, to the best of my ability on roofs, the direction that Nova's going. And then if I see the creatures, can I Eldritch Blast one of them?
Yes.
I don't know.
So Nova had already broken the glass away when she kind of shouldered her way out, and she's now using her boots and kind of flying. So you were able to very clearly kind of come out and see this window that you're going through. With that 17, you're very easily able to clear to the next building over, kind of stop and take a second, take an inventory of what's going on around you. You see Nova, who's gesturing at these creatures who are running. She had communicated to you that something was going on, something was being passed through different hands. You maybe weren't expecting these weird, like, fiendish devil-like creatures, but they're there. There is a point here where the buildings are kind of moving. There's a street, so you might have to jump down and like continue and try and go on the road if you would like to continue moving that 80 feet in the same direction. Because where you are, there's like the buildings that are going this way, like northward, basically towards northward to the northward. And then to the west, you're going to have to kind of cross a road. So if you want to jump down and continue pursuit on foot, that's up to you. If you want to jump down, continue pursuit, and then climb up on a building, that is also up to you. But they are within 80 feet. You can see them, so they are within range of Eldritch Blast, which I know is what you're thinking.
Yeah, so I don't know which I just see a horde of them, so I'm just going to yeet an Eldritch Blast into it, and then in terms of following them, like, I guess I'll have to... Because the roof's... Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, so since I'm within 120 feet of them, I'm gonna just shoot an Eldritch Blast towards the horde of them, and then, jump down onto the street if the buildings don't continue, and I'll try to pursue in the streets.
Okay.
For Bramble, the Spellfind Familiar says that the creature rolls its own initiative. Do you want to just have him go on?
What I normally will do is I'll have them act on your initiative as like a separate turn.
Okay.
But if you would like to roll initiative for him, that is totally up to you.
I'll just have him go on my turn. That's fine with me.
Okay. You can also have him go before you if you would like to be able to use like the help action with him and things like that.
I don't have any spells that I could have him do, so.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You can see them. You can take your movement first if you'd like, or you can do your Eldritch Blast now before they go. This is a pursuit, and because everybody's kind of running and moving, your ranged attack is going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
But you are more than welcome to attempt.
Let me just do the attack first, since I'm like in this building. So I'm not yeeting spells on the street.
Fair enough.
Oh my god, one was a natural 20 and the other is Eldritch Blast. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 makes it.
Okay.
Yes. So go ahead and roll your damage.
6.
Okay.
Force damage.
Any particular one you were aiming at?
I don't, just one of them in the cluster.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have any I don't have any reference for.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't communicated that yet.
That's fine.
And then I will do whatever amount of movement I can to get as close to where they're going as possible, like following them. And then I want Bramble to follow them, and he's gonna dash.
Okay. What is Bramble's movement?
40-foot flying.
Okay. Same rule for him. 3 plus his Constitution modifier for his dashes.
God.
But
What's his
but because he has, and I'm just gonna ask you guys keep track of those dashes for yourselves, because it's just logistics purposes. But because his movement is equal to theirs, he is right up on them. Right on their heels. So
yeah, I basically want it like after, because I had him like with me, so then like after I move, he's gonna then go. So then that way he gets my like I kind of carry him, and then he gets like 40 feet if that's or his 80 feet, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he'll dash to try to stay on them.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, he's right on their tail.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Which brings us to one of the people in the room who opens the door.
No. Oh no.
So, sir, that is who you would see. You see a person that has clearly been described to you as Cephia. There's a woman there. She's wearing leather armor that's kind of black and has gold like linings at all of the seams. It's like almost like it's been painted. It is shimmery. And she's wearing leggings and kind of it's a skirt, but it's completely open in the front and it's like flowing in the back. And
I respect it.
We both made
I mean, she has pants on.
Yeah. No, but like,
yeah.
I respect it.
And it's kind of sheer and it's black, but it's kind of sheer. It's almost like lace and has like flowers, like a full floral pattern in it. Really super straight, black hair, very, very pale skin. She has kind of a widow's peak. Her hair is super, super shiny. It's really straight. It's really flowing. Bright green eyes, almost unnaturally bright green eyes. And you can see a chain on her neck, but whatever is on the necklace is tucked into her armor. And she just kind of swings the door open, smiles, looks at you, says, I wasn't expecting any guests. And will reach out with her hand to touch you.
No.
To cast Influence.
Oh, baby.
So she's going to make a melee attack against you, which, with her modifier, is an 18 to hit.
Let me see. To make sure that I have, I'm not holding my shield. Otherwise,
Baby.
my AC is 18 right now, I think.
So that makes it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not holding my shield. Why would I be?
So that's a total of 18 necrotic damage to you, sir. And it's a very calm, she just reaches out and touches you. And this like purple, like it's black, but it's like tinted purple energy snakes up her hand and like off of each of her fingers and just starts to like, it feels like it's kind of seeping into your body, but it's a very stinging pain. And then suddenly it
ass
cheeks.
Ass cheeks. Suddenly it ass cheeks. Oh,
wait. Oh,
what?
Hold on.
Okay.
Chell.
hello.
Hello. Oh, that happened immediately.
You froze immediately, and I have a question.
Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Hold on. Go here. Do it.
Chell,
Yes.
can I cast shield?
Can you? Is that one of your spells?
It's one of my spells. I've never done it before.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about before how
Right.
there are emotional situations that could bring out those spells and allow you to use them. So if you would like to use your reaction to cast shield.
I would like to use my reaction to cast shield for the first time.
Okay, hell yeah. So what does that bring your AC to?
23.
Okay, so then that doesn't hit. So you can take all of that damage back as HP. So there is a confident moment where she feels as if this is about to work, and you can see that smile that had kind of creeped on her face. That like, it's the kind of smug smile that you kind of just want to smack off of someone's face. That falters immediately as this bluish with kind of a gold glow barrier just kind of comes up between you and her, and she's touching it, and she kind of pulls back a little bit. As that energy that had kind of seeped from her hands and was going to like seep into you and cause those wounds that you saw.
Not again! Please! Ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks. Cheeks. Ass cheeks.
I'm gonna eat a horse this time. But that energy has now been absorbed by this barrier that has been just suddenly just in front of you.
Okay.
And she kind of falters a bit, pulls her hand back, and is that smile that was like, ooh, that you kind of just wanted to punch off her face falters a little bit.
Okay.
Which brings us to you, and next in the initiative.
Okay. So he has no idea what the hell that was, but he sees her reach for it, and he's like, "Oh, naughty."
Yeah, and you could very clearly see that this purple blackish energy that came from her hand, there's a spot on the shield that for a moment that energy lingers, and then it's literally absorbed. So it's very clear whatever this barrier you just created, it's clear what it's doing. You don't know how you did it, and it might be a question to ask Tempe later, but it's very clear what it is doing.
Yeah, so what I imagine he feels is he feels that well that kind of rose up to defend him, and he kind of goes into this heightened state because he's been so angry all day. And those two have left. This woman just comes out and tries to pull this crap. So what he does is he kind of rides that high a little bit.
Okay.
And he feels that swelling up of power, and he kind of just internally he like grips it. And that pool of water that he felt, he actually gets instead of heat in his chest, and he feels that water kind of start to boil and I'm describing too slow.
Pool of water.
He feels the pool of water well up. He kind of seizes that power as it comes out of him as a reaction. And this burning in his chest that he's been feeling, this anger, they kind of meld, burning in his chest and the pit of water in his stomach, and it boils and it steams. And he is going to basically, he claps his hand against the wall beside him, and he's going to use his new racial ability that he got at level 3 to cast Burning Hands.
Hey!
Okay.
Because I believe there's a lot of wood here.
So there is a lot of wood. So as all of these feelings kind of well up inside your chest, at this barrier that kind of popped up in front of you, it was quite literally a shield. It was a magical one, but it was a shield in front of you. And as you're sort of starting to allow these feelings that you're feeling within you to meld with you as a person, you're allowing this magic to kind of flow through you in a way that you had not really intended, maybe at first, but this anger that you've been feeling all day, these emotions that you're feeling, you're kind of tapping into them in the way that Tempe has encouraged you to do. And there was this moment where this woman opened this door and she looked so smug, and it was this frustrating situation where you're not really sure what's going on or why your friends just jumped out the window, but there are these people here that you know just killed somebody, and it's been communicated to you that maybe the stone was here and now it's not, and you've been trying to chase the stone all day. So this shield that kind of popped up in front of you begins to change kind of color. And that like blue with like that gold energy, it starts to become this like orange with like these red tones, and it actually kind of starts to move towards you, and it melds with you as a person. It's almost like you have stepped into water. It is kind of comes against you, and it wraps around you, it wraps around your hands, and it becomes part of you as a person. You've got this shield, this barrier on you. And now you are letting this anger that is welling up within inside you to come out as this fire erupting from your hands. Go ahead and roll. Or is it a dexterity?
They do. Yeah, it's a 15-foot cone dexterity save. The racial ability casts it at level 2.
6.
And it 6 fails.
6.
So that's 4d6.
Hell yeah.
Hit him.
4.
Immolate her.
10, 15, 16.
Okay.
Fire damage. And it ignites all flammable objects in the area in a 15-foot cone that aren't being worn or carried.
Oh god. You're about to just ruin this little squat house.
Okay. So this cone of fire kind of erupts around her.
Oh, the cone of fire! This cone of fire!
It's the worst kind of blue balls! Oh!
Okay. So,
cone of fire
erupts around her. The door is wood, bursts into flame. Room's not very big. Bed behind her bursts into flame. You also hear yelling from within the room. Yeah. So there's that as well, yelling in pain. When somebody describes perhaps a cult, and you're dealing with fanatics that are members of this cult, this woman embodies the word fanatic in every possible way. She just had fire erupt around her. Fire fucking hurts. It burns. She didn't move an inch.
Oh god, that's biggest dick energy.
No, I have the big dick. I'm the big dick boy.
She squinted her eyes shut, cause it's clear she felt pain. And when the fire goes away, it's clear that she was burned. Her hair is singed, her clothes are singed, that lace that makes up that skirt that she's wearing is burned and it's tattered kind of around her, but she is still standing there in place. She opens her eyes, looks at you, ready for more.
Oh god.
Ready for more.
This is where Dylan has to go out of character and go, hey guys, do you want me to come run after you?
Moving on next into the next initiative
I still have movement.
You do still have movement. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Because I want to ask out of character, like, do you guys think that you got this chase? Do you think? I don't
think it's a good. I don't think it's ever a good idea for us to be fighting people alone. I will just say that.
That's fair.
I'm just gonna say that.
I had a role play logic reason for him to either stay or go. So I'll say that the fire scares him. He freaks the fuck out because he doesn't know what all of that just was. He doesn't know what all of that just was, and he will. If I can make it, I don't know if the window's behind me, but I wanna run.
It is behind you from where you were. The door to that room is behind you from where you were. With your full movement, let me look at my map here really quick. You would be able to get. You're at the door, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, to the window, basically, to get out.
to the window, but not through the window?
I'd say you could probably get to the building if you wanted to try to make that jump.
Yeah, I want to make that jump.
Okay, go ahead and roll a dexterity or an acrobatics check for me, please.
Can I do athletics? Or does it have to be acrobatics?
I would say in this case acrobatics.
Okay.
Being able to make that jump, land it, to grab onto what you need to grab on.
I'm gonna use my little sing a song inspiration because that was a natural one.
Okay.
And I don't want that.
Is it a 2?
6.
Oh, okay.
They can't all be good.
Okay, roll me a dexterity saving throw then, please.
16.
Okay. So the window's not very big. So part of the problem is that you're trying to maneuver your very large body and your very large horns through this window that's not really your size. If you had been a little smaller, maybe you could have used the windowsill to kind of launch yourself over to the building, but there's kind of a moment where you slip. And you're not able to clear that entire distance yourself. However, with your dexterity saving throw, you're latched on the side of the building.
Oh, okay.
You're just not
works.
on. So right now you're just hanging.
Okay.
Okay.
Just hanging.
Which brings us next in the initiative to perhaps the voice you heard in the other room, but nobody can see what's happening there. So I'm gonna just leave that there for now. Which brings us back to the top of the initiative with Miss Nova.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. So I'm just gonna focus on the middle one and communicate to my party that it's the middle one, if it's still the middle one that has the stone, probably,
okay.
Maybe, and dash.
Okay, so you can use your free talking action to kind of yell out, the one in the middle is the one we're looking for your friends. Or the one in the middle who is the one who has the stone, or like whatever you need to do. And then you can dash. You had moved. Remind me how far you'd moved out. Was it only the 30 feet?
I just caught up to them. We were like this, and then they moved the 40. So. And
then they moved. Okay, so you can get within 20 feet of them. Yes, with your movement and then dashing as an action. So mark down that you use a dash.
1. I will use a dice representation.
Okay.
1 die.
Okay. You are on their tail. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Just do... No, I can't do anything. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Which brings us next in the initiative then to them. Ow, I just hit my ankle.
Oh, ass cheeks. It's cheeks, ass cheeks, ass and cheeks, ass and cheeks.
Ass and titties, ass and titties. Ass cheeks?
Ass cheeks.
Hey!
The one that has the stone is going to dash his the full distance that he is able to. So dash is 80 feet. So the one in the middle dashes the 80 feet. The one to the left continues moving with him. The one to the right will use his movement, so he will go 40 feet. And then as he is moving, he will turn. And he will shoot a spine at Nova.
No.
So that's going to be a ranged attack against Nova. This is basically one of those quills that are like the almost porcupine quills that kind of go all the way down his back. He has a tail. And from that tail, almost exactly like, I don't know if you guys remember when you dealt with the manticore that was on the mountain. And it was like shooting the spines at you. It's pretty much the same thing. A tail spine attack, which I don't believe hits 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
16 with my breastplate!
Okay. Hell yeah. So, with that 13, there is a spine that is shot from that one that kind of hangs back a bit from his tail, and you're able to kind of dodge through the air a bit as it kind of shoots past you and eventually clatters to the ground in the street. That is the 3 of them. So 2 of them, to remind you, move forward 80 feet. 1 is 40 feet away. So Nova, you are currently 100 feet away from 2 of them and 60 feet away from 1.
Okay.
Okay. Which brings us to Talus.
Okay, really quick, because I had to use the restroom. What happened? What did Nova do on her turn?
I just dashed up 60 feet, so they were still 20
Okay.
feet ahead of me. And then they 2 dashed forward and 1 turned around and attacked me. Ass cheeks, ass titties, ass cheeks, ass titties. Ass cheeks.
Hey.
I've just got a black.
She's like, oh, hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get on my ear and be like, Nova, I don't know which one it is. I'm just gonna keep following them.
That was another thing.
Oh,
She
I
did
did.
Said the middle one.
I didn't
She
mention
used
the
her-
middle one.
She used her talking action to mention that the one in the middle was the one that had the stone.
Okay, cool. I had a feeling I might have missed something like that. I did not my turn I did not dash because I cast a spell on the last one.
Correct, yes.
If I get... So they're like 100 feet away from me, right? No.
I think they're at the very edge of your range.
Yeah.
Like 120.
Because they were like 110... Oh.
120 feet away.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make sure that Bramble keeps following them. And I am going to... I don't know. If I hit them, then I can't hit them again. But if I follow them, then I can't hit them, and I will eventually just lose them anyway.
If it helps to maybe alleviate some frustration and give you guys kind of the idea that you have a little bit of a chance here, I know it feels a little futile. I am rolling concentration checks every time they get hit with spells to see if they can maintain flight.
Yeah, I mean,
And they can't keep dashing every turn either. They're following the same rules as us.
I feel like
Yep,
if I
exactly the same
can
rules.
blast them, this was my thought process. If I blast them, these are small things. I don't know that they have a lot of health. I don't know, but they'll eventually run out of dashes, and I will have conserved all of my dashes. So then I can just like, go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like. So I'm gonna try to blast whatever one Nova pointed out. I don't know if I can tell between the 2 that dashed, but
So they were kind of traveling in like a formation. I'll do this, and then these 2 move forward, so you know it's this one. Yeah.
All right, we're aiming for that one.
Okay.
I don't trust my dice. That's not gonna hit. 9.
No, unfortunately, a 9 does not hit.
Yeah, and then I'll just move with my movement.
Okay, so currently you're sitting at about...
Oh. No, ass cheeks.
This is literally
90 feet?
like killing me.
90
I'm just not, this is like the Probo technology stuff I'm just like, why is it doing okay, hi. I'm
Hi.
sitting at about
90 feet.
90 feet away. I'm glad you guys didn't have to hear me going 90, 80, 90, 80.
I did the math with you, Chels, okay? I'm like, I think 90.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Which brings us to Cephia, now in the initiative.
The room's on fire.
The room's on fire.
She doesn't care.
She leaves the room. She simply says no.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just letting it happen. We don't get to know what her initiative roll was.
I know. I was just saying.
Yeah,
that it
no,
was
yeah,
a
you
thought. I
you
wasn't
all rolled the
trying
exact.
to-
You all no, you're good. You all rolled the exact same initiative. It is pretty funny. But yeah, it is Cephia's turn. She exits the room because she simply says no, and follows the same path that you did, sir. But rather than jumping from the building, like you did, she stands in the window and is going to attempt to hold person. So I need a save from you.
I don't know what save it is.
I'm grabbing the spell. Give me
Wisdom?
I believe it is wisdom, yes. Yeah.
I believe it's wisdom too, which makes me
Yes.
really upset. Okay.
I have
So,
it,
yeah,
so that's why I know.
Wisdom save from you, sir, please.
Did you bless me? Did you guide me earlier
I
that
did.
I haven't used?
I don't know if you used it or not.
I don't know if I can use it. I don't think I can use it on
I
save.
think
it's
you
an
already
ability check.
used it.
Okay.
Because I remember you saying it, but it is on ability checks, I believe.
That's fine. It's a 5.
You are held. So currently, for the duration of the spell, you are paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed holding onto the side of a roof.
Yeah.
I hate my life.
I'm trying to decide if that would make you fall.
Unless his fingers just lock up and he just can't move his
fingers are
fingers.
just kind of
Real
locked
tight.
up. Yeah, so you're there. But you are held, and she is in the window.
I hate her.
I do too.
I'm
She's kind of
barely
a bitch. She's kind of a bitch. Which brings us to you, sir. Double checking.
I think
Okay.
the save is made at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
It is made at the end of your turn. You're currently incapacitated, which means you can't move or speak. That is what comes with paralyzed. So you may take another wisdom save to see if you're no longer held.
2.
You are still held.
Buddy.
Wisdom is literally my
I
worst
know,
save.
honey.
That is
I
just
know, honey.
upset.
I'm so
Oh.
sorry.
You both left me with this crazy bitch. It's okay. If she stays to deal with me, then she's not getting after those thingies.
Yep. You guys can't see what's going on with the other guy, so I'm not going to tell you what's going on with the other guys because you don't know. Which brings us to top of the initiative with Nova.
Shit. Yeah, I don't think I have a choice here. Yeah. Can I move the 60 feet around the one that's stopped? Like, do I have to go towards him to get to the others, or could I, like...
You could, I mean, with the chasing, with the rules specifically, you can't take opportunity attacks.
Oh, okay.
With how things are going, because you're all just zoom in, that would just be a nightmare to add reactions constantly.
All right.
So if that changes what you were just saying, that's totally fine. But you can skirt around him if you need to.
Yeah, I want to skirt around. I don't want to be in melee range with this one, so...
Yeah, totally fine.
I will dash and I will. Oof. Yeah, that's all I can do, I think. So that means I'm 40 feet behind them now?
Yes, that is correct.
That's one more dash.
Yep. Okay. Alright. So you are 40 feet away from them.
Yep.
Which brings us to them. They make another turn. They turn left and continue moving. The one who had stayed back still only moves their normal movement. The other two dash. So that leaves them with one left. I am keeping track here. Sorry. The one that hangs back will attempt another tailspine attack at Nova, which is a 16.
Just hits.
Okay. So that is a D4 of damage.
Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks.
How much damage did I take?
5 piercing damage. But when it hits you, there's this moment of ow, fuck, because when it pierces your skin, there's kind of a teeny tiny baby explosion of fire.
Ow.
So you take 3 fire damage on top of that.
Rude. Ow.
And actually, I'm going to retroactively say that the other 2 didn't dash, they used their full movement, just their movement. So they only went 40 feet, but they turned and they are descending.
Okay.
So they're not another 80 feet away, they're only another 40 feet away.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Talus.
So they're 40 feet away from Nova.
Correct. So I believe they're about, because they were 80 feet away from you.
Another 40 would be 120.
And so they have moved to a point where they're about 160 feet away.
Okay, yeah,
Brambo can keep up with them still.
yeah, so because he only has 1 dash left because he dashed on the last 2 turns and he has a +0 to con, so he will just use his movement, and I'm gonna have him try to like tell me what the surroundings are and like where they're going if they're descending, because I'm assuming if they descend then they go out of my view.
Yeah, they would. So he's telling you that they're moving into a street and heading directly for there's still some time before they get there, but it looks like they're heading down an alleyway. Or heading for an alley. That's at the end of the street.
Okay, I will move and then dash to try to head in that direction to the best of my ability between like communicating with him and like seeing where they went.
Okay. I'd say with the way that they turned, you'd be able to move down the street. And if you're moving and dashing, you're able to go about 60 feet, which means you're about 100 feet away from them. But it is daylight, so they are still visible to you now that you have made this turn and listened to Bramble about the directions that you needed to go.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. They also only have 1 dash left. So, it is now Sephia's turn. She's going to clear the building. Maybe, we'll see. Yes. So she steps onto the windowsill, jumps across the building with a 16 dexterity or acrobatics check, and lands basically in front of where Sir is, and leans over him and puts her foot on top of his head. But she says, "Tell me who you are, or I'm knocking you off the building."
I can't talk.
I know. It's basically a blink once if you're gonna talk. Was that a blink?
Well, if she said blink once if you're gonna talk, he blinks once.
Okay. She will crouch down, so she's like balancing on the balls of her toes. I don't trust you. And she'll take her hands underneath your fingers and pull them up so that you're no longer gripping the building, so that you fall.
And don't ask the question, girl. Girl.
So you automatically fail the saving throw because it is a dexterity saving throw. So I will say that this is also because you are incapacitated. Okay. So you take with that fall. Come on. There we go.
No, come on.
No, come on.
No, I don't, you guys, and I'm reminding you now because I'm also doing it for enemies that you get to reroll 1s on damage rolls because rolling a 1 on a critical hit sucks, and I hate that. I was continuing to roll 1s, that's why I said, come on. But you take 15 bludgeoning damage as you fall to the street.
Yeah, okay.
So she used her movement to jump over to the building.
I think you ass-cheeked.
Ass-cheeked.
I thought maybe you were thinking really carefully. Y'all, this sucks. Ow, that hurts.
So you fell. She's standing at the top of the building and just looking down at you. That's going to be her turn, which brings us to you, which allows another wisdom save.
Natural 1. So -1.
You are still paralyzed.
What's funny is that he fell on his back and he's literally still in the crouching on the...
Yeah, because you're stuck like that, yeah. I'm so sorry.
It's his worst.
Back to the top of the initiative with Nova.
So how far away are they?
They only went
40.
their full movement, and they were, I believe we said 80 feet away from you before. So they moved to
They
a
were
point
40
where they
from me, and then they went for another 40, so 80 total?
80, yeah. I believe so.
Okay.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, because they didn't dash, right? They just
Okay.
used 40 to
No,
go down
they
into the... Gotcha. Okay. So,
So they
now-
are 80 feet away from you currently, and they kind of started to descend. There is the one that is still about 40 feet away from you. But the two that still have the stone with them are about 80 feet away and descending kind of towards the street a bit. You can see Talus, like, in the street, pursuing on foot, as well as Bramble, who's following them as well.
Is Talus behind me or ahead of me?
I think she's about 20 feet behind you or so.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And if I look behind me, I don't see Ace following us?
No.
Yeah, he really wants this to end, so I'm going to dash.
Okay. That puts you right on them.
Okay.
Right there with Bramble and everyone.
Okay. That's another one down.
Okay. It is now their turn. They are going to use their final dash to get as close to the end of the street as possible. It puts them about 40 feet away from the end of the street and 80 feet away from you guys. 100 feet away from you, Talus. They don't have any more dashes, however. The one that's been attacking you, Nova, is also dashing. So, still 40 feet behind the other two, but they are...
I would have gotten closer to the ground to follow them.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Talus, it is your turn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just... If they're like 100 feet away, but can I see them?
Yes, and they appear to be heading for the alleyway that's at the end of the street.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet.
Okay. And
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one that Nova pointed out to me.
Okay.
Attempt to Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
If I could get my... No, you know what? I don't trust that dice. I don't trust it. We're not using it. I'm gonna use these two. Okay. Ooh, this might. I don't know. 13.
Just hits.
Okay. God damn.
Get it.
I literally rolled a 7 and I have a +6. 8 force damage on the one
In the middle.
Yeah.
That had the stone that Nova pointed out. Okay.
Yeah. And then so that's my action. I move my 30 feet, and then I want Bramble to just use his last dash to just so that he is on them.
Okay. That was a concentration check fail for flight for that one. You rolled a 3. So the one that you just hit, Talus, falls from the sky to the ground. He had begun his descent. I'd say he was about 20 feet above the ground, however, so he takes some bludgeoning damage as well. There's a moment where there's people on the street who they scatter because there's this weird creature that just fell from the sky. So there's this like you hear a couple of shrieks from people as they kind of just I don't know whenever you would in like middle school when like fights happened at lunch and like a crowd and suddenly the crowd went in like a circle around the thing. That's kind of what's happening with this crowd right now. But he does take bludgeoning damage, and Nova, especially, and Bramble can communicate to you, Talus, that there's kind of this shriek of pain or like a exclamation from this creature as it falls from the sky, and its two companions are like looking down, like, huh.
You got him.
Yeah, so Bramble's just gonna, because he used his last dash. I just want him to try to keep eyes on that one.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
All right.
Cheeks. S and cheeks. Cheeks and ass. Everyone froze. It's just me.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm back.
No,
You're back.
Christy, we're all frozen for Christy.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hi.
Okay.
I hear you.
Okay, good. So it is Cephia. So she sits on the edge of the building and kind of turns so that she drops down so she's hanging. And then drops down to the ground with her dexterity saving throw. She does take bludgeoning damage. Sorry, girl.
So she makes a concentration check on hold person?
Yes, because she does take damage.
She thought she was gonna be all cool, like swinging down, and then she just eats shit.
Did she eat shit?
Did she just completely eat shit?
Well, with her dexterity saving throw, she rolled enough to take actual damage. She didn't take half; she took full damage. So there's this moment where she drops down to the ground, and she does what she's supposed to do, where you like bend your knees so that your knees don't take all of the shock. But the force of falling to the ground, she kind of knocks back on her butt a bit.
She had her mouth open and bit down on her tongue.
Yeah. So she's sitting on her butt. Rolling the concentration check with the amount of damage she took. She failed it by 1.
Okay.
So, sir, now coming up in a moment on your turn, you will be, I guess, in this moment with anything she's about to do to you. You're not paralyzed anymore, so you don't take any of the debuffs for that. But on your turn, you're not paralyzed anymore. So she comes over, and as you're like in that like position, and you like collapse to the ground basically as you like are able to kind of unstretch a bit. She comes over, and with her she's kind of wearing these like chunky heeled boots. Puts her foot on your chest. She uses half her movement to stand up. Puts your foot on your chest and bends down a bit so that she's like parallel with her own knee, and touches your chest again. She's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds? Really?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes,
please.
Inflict wounds, not cure.
That would be so like sadistic. Here, let me heal you because I'm gonna kill you real quick.
From falling off the building.
No, it's like, nobody. She's got the healing hit. She's got the hurting hit. She's like, ha, just kidding.
Anyway. Man, I meant inflict wounds. Okay.
So good.
That would have hurt. I don't like her. Okay.
With a 19 for that melee attack.
Shield again. Casting shield again. Now that I'm not paralyzed, because I need it, or she'll kill me.
The cheeks.
Well, that's both my flippin' spell slots that he didn't know he had.
So she had her boot on your chest, and she bent down. So she herself had she's honestly kind of contorting herself a little bit so that she's bending down. She's parallel with her legs. Hand on your chest to inflict wounds again. Rolled the 19. That barrier comes back up again. This time in the way that it resulted in at the end of your casting of shield before. It is surrounding your whole body itself instead of just the barrier in front of you. You found how your shield interacts with your magic.
Yeah, freaking the fuck out from crazy people.
So once again, that blackish purple energy is absorbed by your shield. She's basically face to face with you as she's leaning down. And she kind of smiles. You can see the singe in her hair. She's got like soot basically like on the like edge of her hairline. Her clothes are burnt. She is burnt. You can see like the kind of bubbling of her skin in places where her burns are more severe. But she smiles. Oh, I like you. And that is her turn. It is your
Okay,
turn
so
now.
it's me. Someone on the ground, stepping on me. He's gonna take a moment to catch his breath and bonus action second wind.
Okay.
I think I roll for it. Yeah, one.
Oh, everyone froze for me. Just me. Just me. Ass cheeks. Ass cheeks until Ink can tell me what he heals. I don't know what you heal. What did you heal?
5.
Okay.
5?
Okay. Now the stream is caught up.
Okay.
So he's gonna grit his teeth and kind of smile back, and he's gonna say, "Good to know," and he's going to say, "Good to know, Sephia, you fool." And he's going to pull down his shirt to show the necklace of Asmodeus. And he's going to say, "It's not the real stone."
Okay. Okay. We will run with that in a moment.
Holy shit!
We've been duped.
Okay.
I'm very proud of you for putting on that necklace right now. Oh my god.
Nova, it's your turn.
I didn't see that.
So you just saw Talus knock that thing out of the sky.
Alright, so I'm booking it for that thing. I guess I have to dash.
You do have to dash, yeah.
I will
To get right up to it.
use my second to last dash to get right up on it.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do.
Mm-hmm. Now that you are up to it, you can tell that there was kind of a discrepancy in size because of how far away from it you were. It was difficult to tell exactly how big it is. Probably, it's considered a small creature, so we're looking at probably a 30 to 40 pound. It's still small, but it's not as small as it appeared to you before.
Mm-hmm.
It's still about like a small to medium sized dog, but they're definitely not super large creatures.
Okay.
And it appears very injured.
As a free action with my detect magic. Oh, I should hang on. Good. Let me see if detect magic is still up.
10 minutes, right?
Yep, but I took damage, so I'm taking a concentration check. 16 plus. Is it just con? Everybody froze. Hello.
Christy,
Hi.
Hi. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
con save.
Con save.
Con save. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's an 18. So I think it's still up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. With my detect magic, when I'm up on this thing, can I pinpoint where the freaking magic is on the body?
It's got a little. It's wearing like little clothes, not like the way that, not how you guys would. But it's not like a shirt and like pants, but it's got like a little like.
Is it like a blue like little vest?
You know, kind of pants, and it's got like a little pouch that it's got on its hip.
Okay.
So that is kind of where you can pinpoint that it is.
That's my turn.
Talus.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought the creature. Okay, I'm gonna dash because I'm.
You were so right. The creatures were next, not you.
Yeah.
I was talking about the creatures, so I was like, it took its turn.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
So One of the creatures that didn't fall is going to continue and dash. No, he can't dash. He's going to dash anyway, and he'll take an exhaustion point. One exhaustion point into the alley. The alley, so 40 feet to the alley, and then it goes another 40 feet. And the alley kind of goes forward and then turns kind of at an angle and then moves to the right. So it moves into the alley. You can't see it now. The creature that was attacking Nova is going to move up and try to do so. So it's going to use, because it's not running now, it's multi-attack against you, which is going to be a bite and a...
I'm gonna die.
2 bites.
Nova going down again.
No.
Yeah, 2 bites. So the first one is an 8 to hit, which doesn't. And the second one is a 9 to hit, which doesn't.
Oh, I'm alive!
Both of them miss.
Ooh.
The one that has the stone is going to...
Ass and cheeks.
Oh no! Ass cheeks! Ass cheeks, ass cheeks, ass cheeks.
This is totally not the day for this to be happening.
No, it really isn't.
I swear, once like people are off of Discord, it'll probably be better. But it probably just cannot. Hi.
Hey. So the one that's on the ground that Nova is now standing over is going to use half of its movement to get up, which gives it only 60 feet to go, as it's going to also use its action to dash into the alleyway. As far as it can go. It moves 20 feet, which is the rest of its movement, or its fly movement, to get 20 feet towards the alleyway, another 20 feet to get into the alleyway, which is half of its dash, and then 20 feet to move into the alley and turn. This was not part of the chase. I will allow an opportunity attack there if you would like, Nova.
Yes, please.
Because there was a moment where you paused, you stopped.
Okay. I will try and hit it with my scythe, I guess. Kind of pop it open.
Okay, that will take an just tell me what the roll is first, and I'll educate it in a second.
This is probably This is probably my one-handed because I don't have it extended, so it's probably just the one-handed attack.
Okay.
Woo! 19 plus 3.
Yeah, absolutely, that hits.
Okay, so it's only 1d6, not 1d8. Plus shit. Hey, 7 hit points.
Okay. All right. So that was why I wanted to wait until I figured out exactly what you had rolled before I educated the movement. It only had 7 hit points left.
I rolled a 6.
So it's dead.
I rolled a 6. Ah! Ugh!
So it gets up and starts to fly into the air and move away, and you just knock it down with your scythe. It's on the ground. It's gone.
Ooh. Wait. Oh my god.
Which brings us to Talus.
So they're like 100-ish. This whole little fracas is like 100 feet away.
I believe you moved forward, didn't you?
Yeah, I dashed on my last
there.
turn.
Yeah, I think you could get there with your movement and part of a dash.
Okay, yeah, I will move and dash to get there. And
you were right there with Nova kind of standing there shocked a little bit that she killed it.
And then are there like other little creatures that are like around us?
There's the one that hung back and attacked Nova. And then the dead one. Another one flew ahead and is gone, which you would have seen. But there is one left and went into the alleyway. One died in front of Nova, and one attacked Nova and missed twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I really want to know what that other one is doing, so Bramble will also take a point of exhaustion and dash after it since it dashed.
Okay. So he would then be able to communicate with you what he's seeing.
Yeah.
Moving into the alleyway, it kind of curves around. There in this alleyway is parked in the middle is a hire coach that is being pulled. It's not moving, but there are 2 draft horses attached to it. There is a driver sitting in the driver's seat wearing, he is human. He's got a hat, like a purple hat that has like a feather sticking out of it on his head, and he's wearing kind of an outfit matching it. Yeah, that's what he sees. And he sees that the creature has moved to the hire coach and is starting to rap on the window.
Oh, thank you.
Are there any like
of the cab?
Are there studio? I don't know why we're getting raids right now, but this is awesome. Thanks, but we're having technical difficulties. Just be forewarned.
Yeah, we're having a really rough night, but we're trying.
Are there any like symbols on the coach, or is it just like?
It looks like a private hire coach.
Indiscriminate.
It's indiscriminate. There are no symbols on it that can determine who it belongs to. You're not sure.
The driver had a hat with a purple feather in it?
Yeah, purple.
It's not Silas, right?
No.
Okay.
Silas
is not true. Okay, yeah. I will just kind of say like I'll turn to Nova and be like, the other one's getting into a coach? And that's my turn. That's it.
What?
For those who've just joined us, these are creatures that are like little demon creatures that have spines and like wings, so that's why that's funny. Which brings us next in the initiative to Sephia.
Oh, this bitch.
Who is leaning over Sir still in that same position. She grabs the necklace and kind of uses it to pull you're kind of like sitting up a bit and looks at it. And she goes, "Who the fuck are you?" I will allow you to respond in this moment.
I have a lot of names, but the first one is the most important. It is the one that he gave me in the fire. You can call me ALF. Do some fanatical shit.
Roll me a deception.
Does the necklace give me advantage?
Yes, I will say that does give you advantage.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Good, because that was a 5. Dirty 20.
Get it.
He's smiling and looking into it.
If he spoke with you directly, that means I should know exactly who you are, and I've never heard of you before.
You don't want to hear of me because I only arrive when things have gone very, very bad for us. You are not carrying the Stone of Glory, you are carrying a bomb.
What?
It has changed too many hands. Could have been that damn number, it could have been that damned Cassius, for all I know. My people were sent to make sure that it does not get delivered.
Your people? Who are you?
I could tell you more if you would actually like to take your foot off, unless this is doing it for you.
I don't trust you.
That's fine.
You can talk now.
We are a special group that has been tasked with making sure that everyone does exactly what they are supposed to do, tying up loose ends, of which I'm sure you are personally aware, but we didn't know if you were going to have to be a loose end as well. Are you going to be a loose end?
No, because I actually do my job.
Right. Then tell me why we are not actually delivering the stone.
You
don't know?
We are!
Are you sure?
Yes, 100% unequivocally sure.
Then I guess we'll just see what happens. But if it goes wrong, it's on your head, not mine.
My job was to tie up loose ends, of which you seem to be one.
You really are funny. How high in this do you think you really are? How much do you really think that you know?
I know
I want
enough
to help you.
You sure don't sound like it.
It seems now that it's most likely that it was either the Nimblewright or Cassius that has made the bait and switch, so to speak.
Cassius is dead.
All the more simple. You can either help me now to make sure that everything goes as planned, or you will be seen as a loose end. And you can kill me now, but I assure you the fate that awaits you if you do is much worse. Help me.
So I'm sure you won't mind then if we go and talk to the person who set me on this task to make sure you are exactly who you say you are.
Of course not. Is that going to be a problem?
No.
Or are you going to continue to be pressing into my sternum?
She'll take her foot off her chest.
There's always time for that later anyway. And I start to stand up.
She takes a step back.
Dust myself off. Shall we?
Prove to me that he spoke to you within the fire. Show me the mark.
Oh no!
I'll undo my armor a little bit and show the mark, the scar that I have on the back of me.
Is this a joke?
Have you heard of the Cormathus family?
Of course I have.
I tell you, if you could have heard the screams that night, it actually would have filled you with glee.
You were there.
It was my doing.
Was it Asmodeus who spoke to you in the fire? Was it Mephistopheles?
You do not think that they all have their own plans. I told you this is much bigger than you ever thought it could be.
I do in
all
fact know
those
that they...
naughty
No, you
nobles.
stop talking right now. You've lied. You are lying.
You attacked
And I'll
me
give you
first.
5 seconds to tell me the truth, because the mark on your back belongs to those of Mephistopheles, those who are against everything that Asmodeus is currently doing. So if that is what you are trying to tell me right now, you might as well be dead.
Perhaps you should look a bit closer. Go on.
No.
You are all very funny.
And I've let this go on for far too long. It's not her turn, so she can't do anything. But
Okay. So now was that all on her turn?
no, I was allowing a little bit of leeway with a conversation. This is still technically your turn.
Okay, so what do I have?
I'd allow an action in this moment.
I don't think I have many actions.
You
do
have
not
an action surge.
I do have an action surge. Thank you, honey. Well, it was worth a fucking shot. Yeah, I'm gonna attack.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Bought yourself time to stand up. I love it.
I'll do two-handed with my longsword.
Okay.
God, I don't know what my weapons are anymore. Okay. Sir! It's a natural one.
No.
Yeah, okay.
As you swing your longsword, she ducks and kind of has her hand out. She uses the outside of her forearm to kind of push your arm up.
Action surge. Hit her again.
Okay.
Try to.
Nat 20.
19 plus 5, so 24.
Does it?
I don't think I can beat her, guys. I might die, but that was my longest bullshit that I ever could have bullshitted.
That was really well done. It's just too bad we didn't.
And I learned it's the mark of Mephistopheles. And they were against. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yep.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Yeah. 10 damage. She's still okay. She's still up. She looks beat up
she
and
took
she's burned.
16 before.
Yeah. She's still there, but she looks pretty hurt. I am going to, at the end, that's basically the end of the initiative there, because you guys still don't know what Arn is doing. He's gone, you don't know. I'm going to end initiative there, because you guys have your guy here. We might start it up again when you get into the alley, depending on what happens. But for now, I will be allowing acting freely outside of initiative. And it's almost 11:30, so I think that's a good place to end for the day.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna make me wait to see if I die.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you guys want to continue, I'm okay with continuing.
I'm down for continuing because this is a dense
I'm wide awake.
I'm definitely a little stressed, but also it's been it's been rough with the tech, so if you're spent, then that's cool too.
No, I'm good, no worries. So just really quick, I'll keep the initiative that we have here with these two just for them specifically, but Nova and Talus, since we had a little bit of a longer bit of time where they were talking, why don't you tell me what you're doing really quick?
Going for the stone.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got it. You can pick it up.
Do we see it?
Mm-hmm. Pulling it out of his little pouch. It is oblong, kind of egg-shaped, and it has 3 eyes kind of carved into the outside of the surface. It's smooth and kind of made of like a seafoam green sort of colored stone.
Okay.
It has 3 eyes. I'm gonna kind of look behind me. I thought Sir was fallen.
Where's Sir?
I don't. Oh, fuck. I can have Bramble try to hold on to this coach, but I think we need to go back and find him.
Yeah.
We can't. Shit, should we put it in the bag of holding?
I'm stuffing it in the bag of holding.
Put the bag of holding so that it can't be detected. And we're running back to where Sir is. And I'm gonna have Bramble stay, and I want him to like invisibly like latch onto the coach.
Okay, fair enough. So with that little bit of time that Sir was able to spend talking to this woman, you guys can run back, or begin to run back. I will re-establish initiative here now. Just I gave you guys kind of the opportunity that Sir also had. Yeah. So I gave you guys the opportunity that Sir also had. There was that one that was still remaining there, that had attacked Nova. Do you guys just ignore it and leave?
Does it appear to be aggressive towards anyone else but us?
No, it honestly appears like it's trying to run back to the alley where the other one went.
I let it go.
You let it go?
Yeah.
Can I yeet a blast at that motherfucker? Because Nova's the one with the healing. I can't do that. I'm gonna yeet a blast at it.
Yeah, I will allow one action there, and then we will move back into.
Is this at disadvantage, or is it?
Yes, because it's running.
Okay.
How far?
That's kicked.
It went 80
it's the
feet,
same
right?
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Eldritch
couldn't
Blast
reach it.
plus 6, 15. I rolled 2 9s.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. 8 force damage.
Okay. He's looking pretty rough, but he keeps going.
Fuck you, dude. And then we're going.
Okay. All right. So we will pick up right there then at the top of the initiative, which is Nova. I'm assuming you guys are spending your time running back to where you were. Are you dashing?
I think I only have 1 more dash left, so yeah.
Talus?
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think I can dash on that turn because I shot him, unless this is a new round.
This is a new round. Totally new.
Yeah, I still have like 4 dashes left.
Okay. So Nova, you can dash, which would be your last, I believe, you said?
Last one.
Okay. And then Talus, you can keep up with her and dash as well. Okay, so Sir and Cephia, we'll pop them back over to you two. me look at her sheet.
You're
Okay,
muted, but I
she's
can guess what you're saying.
He slashed her and he gave her like a. All right, guess
She was like,
doing a little alley pace.
Just trying to make sure I know where her spell slots are before I continue because I don't want her using stuff she doesn't have.
She did cast a lot of spells. She's been slanging.
She's only cast 3.
Well, they had inflicted wounds earlier.
She did,
Yeah, she did 2 inflict wounds
Two
and
inflict wounds and a hold person.
That is correct. Yes, you are right. So
for us, that's a lot.
Yeah, fair.
Or did she inflict wounds on the people in the crypt, or was that her partner? Maybe.
She did.
Someone did inflict wounds.
We're leaving it up to we're leaving it up to Chell. Chell knows what's going on.
Okay.
Thank you, though. That is something I should consider.
Okay.
So she will. So first, she's going to use her bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh God! Oh God!
It's a second level spell. It's of course she has it.
Which takes the form of a whip, kind of. But instead of like your typical like leather whip, it is multiple chains.
The 3-prong.
Oh wow.
Is it 3 or 6?
Which? What?
Is it 3? Like a 3-prong one with like the spiky?
Oh, is it like a cat of 9 tails?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Essentially,
the Lady of Pain.
So she will take a melee spell attack at you with that, which is a 19.
She keeps on beating my AC by 1. Why do I have AC?
Why do I have AC?
I can stop using this die if you want me to. I'll set that one right here and I'll use my
No, use whatever die you want.
You're allowed
to roll dice. It's just she rolled an 18, a 19, and a 19.
She has had good luck.
Whatever. I have good luck sometimes. It's fine.
So for you, that is a initial. What is her modifier? 8 force damage from this cat of 9 tails, which has this like ominous like red glow to it. Then she will take her action
God.
to pull a dagger from her belt, or not her belt, I'm sorry, her boot. And she will take her action to take 2 melee attacks against you with that.
2?
Damn, she's stacked as fuck.
Yeah.
So the first melee attack is a 10, which I know does not hit.
Yeah.
The second one is a 17. So she uses this bonus action spell. You're whipped with this basically cat of 9 tails made out of chain. And she kind of she spins a bit, makes a flourish, grabs the dagger, and attempts to stab you in the ribs, which you deflect with your sword. Spins around one more time and attempts one more time, which you also are able to deflect, which brings us to you on your turn.
Okay. I need to break character because I want my friend's opinion. Out of character. I want my friend's opinions.
That's okay.
So you let drinking a potion be a bonus action if you have it. Do you? Chell?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Drinking a potion is a bonus action if you're drinking?
Yeah, if you're drinking a potion, it's a bonus action. If you're giving it to somebody else, it's an action.
And equipping my shield. You've let it be a bonus action before, but what is it here?
Yeah, I would allow it to be a bonus action.
My friends, do I drink a potion? I'm not telling you I can't tell you what my HP is. Do I drink a potion or do I equip my shield? I want my friends' opinions. Because she keeps on getting these 18s and 19s, and if I have a shield, my AC is 20.
And you already did your second win, right?
I did my second win, so it will be potion or shield.
Well, why not
if I equip my shield, I don't have a free hand for a potion.
Oh shit! Can you drink your potion and then equip your shield as an act? I guess it doesn't. Action economy doesn't work like that.
No.
Fuck. I would get your shield. We're
Kristen?
coming, baby. We'll be there in like 1 or 2 turns.
I mean, 2d4 plus 2. It can be 4 HP. It can be 10 HP.
Yeah. But I think having based on like her rolls, I think having that extra little
Normally
AC.
my gut would say potion, but I feel like in this particular circumstances, you need that AC buff.
Okay.
Because the potion is only gonna
because it'll only soak one hit or so. Yeah, it's only gonna soak one hit.
Okay. I'll trust you guys. Yeah. No. Okay. So I'll use my bonus action.
I'm coming. I'm gonna spare the giant. I'm coming.
So he gets whipped in the face, and he's like, "Kiki, gonna take out the shield. I'm gonna get. Well, she's already in my face, so I'll do a one-handed longsword attack at her.
You baby.
Okay, go ahead.
You baby.
Nope. I rolled a 2. So 7.
Fuck.
Nope. Unfortunately not.
That's okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was baby talking my cat, and I don't think I was muted when I did it. I apologize.
You're okay. No worries.
I was also baby talking your cat. It's okay.
Okay, that brings us to Nova and Talis. I assume you guys are just continuing to move and run.
I don't have dash anymore, though.
Okay.
I do.
So are you separating?
If I move the next 30 feet, how far am I from this lady? Because if I'm 120 feet from her, then I want to blast her, but if I'm not...
You are not. You guys have moved quite a bit of distance with all the dashing.
Yeah.
You probably will not be getting to Sir for another turn or 2.
I'll just dash then. And
we're in an alleyway between the 2 buildings, so.
yeah.
But it is on fire, and I'm hoping that guards show up. This is all about time.
Point of exhaustion is just ability checks, yeah?
Yeah. It stacks and continues to move up, but for the first point of exhaustion, yes, it is ability checks.
Wish I still had those beads of fireball, but what can you do?
Yeah.
It goes disadvantage on ability checks, then your speed is halved, then you have disadvantage on attack rolls, then your hit points are halved, then your speed is reduced to 0, and then you die.
Yeah. So excessive. Okay.
We gotta get to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash.
Okay, so now you have 1 level of exhaustion.
Knowing that there were people there when we left him. Yeah, I'm
Look,
gonna take a point of exhaustion.
I mean, my boyfriend is yelling at me, "Why didn't you run?" I'm like, "She has spells." I'm being yelled at by my boyfriend for my actions.
Go ahead.
What if Bramble? Because I'm gonna move and dash, and then if Bramble is like trying to like latch on invisibly to like the bottom of the little carriage thing, like what's happening in that scene?
Okay, so Bramble back in the alleyway. There is a conversation that is. Let me pull up my notes for the alleyway really quick. I'm going everywhere with my notes here.
We split the party.
So,
we're sorry, Jill.
No, you're okay.
scene.
Don't worry. It was a chase scene. Yeah.
And I got hold person.
So, reminder that there is that hire coach that's currently parked in the middle of the alley. That's being pulled by the 2 draft horses with the driver, who is a human that was wearing the feathered cap and like the purple outfit. What Bramble is able to see was the one. I'm going to call them for what they are because it's easier. They're called spine devils. Was the one spine devil knocking and rapping on the window of the hire coach, followed very closely by the one that was attacking Nova coming in as well, and they are chattering away. What languages does Bramble know?
Oh, barely any. Hardly anything. He knows Common, Elvish, Sylvan.
Okay, so he can't understand what they're saying, and neither can. What languages do you know?
I think the same ones.
Okay, and then
Common,
neither can
Elvish,
you.
Sylvan.
They are chattering away in a language that's very guttural. There's lots of consonants. There's lots of hard sounds. It's a very guttural language that they are chattering away in. The door opens. And you are able to see
Michan!
A cloaked human kind of poke his head out. He's wearing a very wide-brimmed hat. Think like a plague doctor's hat. And he is a much older human, very weathered. He's not Arn. Older, like probably 50s. Kind of pokes his head out, and Bramble hears him say, "You're joking."
Fuck.
Okay, get in the cab. And the two spine devils get into the cab, and he yells to the driver, and he says, get going. This didn't go as planned. We need to leave now.
I want him on. He's latching onto the coach, and I want him to tell me where it goes.
Okay, that is with that turn. That's basically all that you can get. Which brings me to Sephia again. With her missing her 2 dagger attacks, there's a kind of frustrated groan. And she holds a hand out to you again. I need a wisdom save.
Oh, balls!
Sir, this is the
please.
time. This is the... $12, so a 10.
You are hold personed once again.
Once again.
So you are currently paralyzed.
Didn't know the third level second spell slot. Okay.
Yeah, she does have, that was her last spell slot for that level of spells, but she did have one more. Trying to decide what she's about to do.
Now I'm regretting telling you to take your shield. I'm so sorry.
She has the bonus action, right? So she can smacketh me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, this is me like going through everything she can do, what she's thinking, what she wants to do, what she needs to do. Okay, she will take her bonus action with her spiritual weapon, which is an, I believe advantage. An auto. Yeah, it has a. Yes, you are correct. 19.
No.
I used a different die.
Shield! Equipping the shield!
Okay. She is now going to run.
I knew it! She couldn't handle it! Or Chell's being nice to me and doesn't want to kill me. I don't know.
Oh no, this is not me being nice. I am not a nice and merciful DM in these situations. You know this. But she turns to you, because you can still hear and understand her. You just can't speak or do anything else. She says, "This is not over."
Can I blink?
Yeah.
Right? I wink.
And you better believe that you've been touched by my magic, which means I know where you are at all times.
Creepy.
I mean, I can't, so yeah. I can't do.
Have a good day. And she will use her movement to pad out of the alleyway and go around the corner. That is her turn. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom save.
3.
You're still paralyzed. Now is where I'm going to cut initiative, because she's no longer there to fight Sir. You're paralyzed. Give me one more wisdom save in the time that it takes the girls to get to you.
4.
So you guys arrive to the alleyway where Sir is, to see him stiff as a statue holding up his shield with a sword, basically.
Ace.
Alright, well, he's alive, right? Are you alive? Why is he doing this? I can't do shit about this.
I also can't. Basically, it only lasts a minute, so I can't do anything knowing this spell.
One more wisdom save.
I have this spell prepared today also.
14?
That passes. You're like fallen to, you're able to.
Sophia's getting away.
Where'd she go?
Where?
She ran.
I'm running. I'm still going after her.
Are we following her?
I guess I'll follow
okay.
Ace where he's taking us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Telepathic.
I'd say it's been about like 30 seconds, 45 seconds about.
Damn.
She is injured.
She is injured. You go out into the street. You guys are in the trade ward. Roll me your perception check.
Okay.
16 with disadvantage.
Good for him.
9.
Okay.
We didn't see her though, so we don't even know who we're looking for.
We have a description of her, but we don't know what she actually looks like.
description.
Yeah, that's it.
Crazy manic goth kinky dungeon bitch.
Dungeon.
Tell me how you really feel.
Liara vibe.
They are, yeah. God, I do this a lot, don't I? I will say, sir, much further down the street, much further, and you're not even sure if it was her or not. You see a flash of her hair as she kind of moves. Maybe you don't know if it's her, and it's like far down the street. This street moves forward. Let me do a quick math how much she could dash in this time. So let's see, 6 time. So about 4 rounds. We'll say it was about. This is about 30 seconds. 5 rounds. So she could get, depending on what she was doing, about 300 feet away from you. So it's like a split second. Maybe that's her, maybe not. You're not sure. And if he like yells out and points it out, Nova, with your, actually all of you could see that moment of the black hair moving through the crowd.
Are we going? We have it. It's
I
done.
tell him we have the stone.
We have the stone, Ace.
She's gonna come back for me. She knows about my mark.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
She knows about this.
Well, all right, then let's go.
Like he's patting it,
Okay.
and no, he didn't stop running.
Yeah.
He's like, she knows about this.
I guess we're following.
He's really angry. You don't have to listen to him.
Are you still following her though?
Yeah, he's running.
Okay, I guess we're following you because I'm not letting you go alone.
Okay.
If I can, somewhere in all of this, he's sheathing the sword because he needs to chug a potion.
Okay. I think roll your head die or roll
And then
That is a wonderful place to end the session for the
that
night.
is a wonderful place to end.
I have to sneeze.
4, 6, another 8. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, no. He's just like glug glug glug, smash on the ground. She knows about this.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't let him go alone, so we're following him.
I'm sorry.
All right, we will pick up there next week.
Holy
She
shit!
ran because she was nervous. I don't know.
Wow.
Did she look hurt, like she was hurt?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
She had no eyebrows. They were burned off.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
And no eyelashes either. I confirmed that in the chat. Wow, that was like a lot.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
That's the first time Sir's ever heard Mephistopheles, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Chell, can you do something for my entertainment?
Yeah, sure.
Can you roll that last inflict wounds damage
Yeah, sure.
if I hadn't had a shield spell?
Yeah, of course.
because I know how much HP I had.
I got you. We're rolling 1. 22.
Oh yeah, I have 28 at max.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's 3d10.
It's 3d10. That was a high roll.
That's a high roll.
When she went for that last inflict wounds, I had 10 HP.
Oof.
Okay, well, yeah.
I rode the line on that one.
That was intense.
And then after she hit me with the spiritual weapon, I had 10 HP again.
Oh god.
So now I have 18.
Hell yeah, we're alive. Oh my god, the stone! Now what do we do?
God.
Stone.
Bag secured.
It's because she said that she was gonna come back for me because she could find me. I'm like, no, you can't. Finds me, finds you.
Yeah. We'll just hang out in our portable hole and just hotbox it.
Hell yeah!
Then we'll jump in the bag of holding and hotbox that.
Okay. That's yeah. Okay.
Any closing words?
Ass cheeks. Don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp. Use the coupon code PROBONUS and you'll get 10% off of your order. And again, thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for some awesome tunage. And check out our other games. We got games every night of the week.
Hell yeah.
And thank you for putting up with our insane amount of technical difficulties tonight. I know that might have been, it was frustrating for me, so it must have been frustrating for you guys too. So thanks for sticking with us for the whole session. Hopefully next week won't be too bad.
Yeah, and remember tomorrow, Mystic Hour Gaming with Final Fantasy VII Remake, probably the finale? Probably just as intense as tonight. I'm just feeling it. Oh
okay. If you're trying to, I'll keep it simple. If you're trying to learn how to open up doors to mausoleums with thieves' tools that you don't know how to use, don't add your proficiency bonus.
Do not!
Because you ain't proficient yet.
Hell yeah!
Possibly the very first don't add your
proficiency
bonus.
bonus. Yeah.
Mega proficiency bonus.
Oh no!
Alright, everybody, we will see you next week, hopefully.
Yes. We will see you then. Remember to wash your hands! Yeah! Wash your hands!
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, stay home, stay safe.
Social distancing. Okay, love you, bye!
Okay, bye.
Love you, bye.